So let me see what your blue frame looking like, man. Watch that. Tap it. It keeps like getting out of focus somehow. Like tap the screen. Oh. Yeah. Like that. Let me look at your feeds. I hit you back. Bye. I don't even know what he want to talk about, man. It's stressful with this. I need to record this. No. No, that's good. Try to use the top as opposed to trying to. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. You ain't gonna be able to be watching the movies either. Yeah. Cause Kevin gonna he called me. All right.
All right, according to my clock, it's
Jerking the
6:59.
Yes, sir.
Zooming
in and out fast.
Was that what y'all got? 6:59?
Yes, sir. The top's
all right, we'll be ready to go here in a second.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Rashawn, you ready? You ready for us?
Yes, he turned you up right now, yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Football here at Patriots Stadium. Tonight's game features the Putnam City West Patriots, the home team, and the Putnam City Original Pirates. As the captains have assembled at the midfield, tonight's referee, Kevin Aiken, umpire, Jeremy Goodrich, head linesman, Randall Ross, line judge, James Ferris, and back judge, Kevin Jones. Dwayne Doolittle here on the call tonight as I'm waiting the arrival of my partner who is doing some on-field stuff, getting some late information, and we're here tonight. Tonight's game is sponsored by SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Right, and those are our title sponsors, and sponsors are Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. We're thankful for you coming along with us here on this stream. Rashawn along with me, and here in the press box, the coin toss has been held, and we'll get that information here to you as quickly as we can. So tonight, this matchup features common opponents as they are in-district teams, and the backstory is that the former head coach here at Putnam City West is now the current head coach at Putnam City Original. Put a comma right there. The head coach at Putnam City West coached the head coach at Putnam City Original in college at Langston University in the person of Greg Johnson and Willis Alexander. Willis Alexander is his first year as head coach at Putnam City Original. After leaving here after 1 year, spent 4 years at Mount St. Mary's and 10 years at Douglas High School, winning one state championship and one runner-up championship. Greg Johnson, no stranger to football here in the state either. He comes to us as a longtime head coach at Langston University, spending 18 years there on the campus of Langston University. And as we welcome the Patriots to the field, Coach Greg Johnson here waiting the arrival of his team. We spoke with both coaches prior to the game tonight, and we talked about the backstory. Each coach downplayed it and said, you know, this is all about the kids tonight. Because long after this game is over, Willis and Greg will be friends. As we welcome now the Putnam City Pirates. We told you on last week, this is our second week being here, is that now these teams do not share a common stadium. Each team has their own stadium, and this stadium has been purchased over the last couple of years. Our pregame sponsor tonight is SSM Health Hospitals, and they're proud sponsors of Putnam City Schools broadcast. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist, and the specialists at SSM Health Hospitals have a great team to get a player back in the game from injury. So tonight we'll talk about featured players of the game, and those featured players are brought to you by Super Prep. The featured player is one that is marked by Super Prep as a premier sports outlet featuring the very best in the high school and college student athletes in the state, city, and nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and social media at Super Prep OK. So we were last week, and we featured the The other side of the Putnam City battle in the form of Putnam North and Putnam West was victorious 27-20 prevailing. In that game, there were some primetime players. Shime Johnson was 15 of 20 passing for 285 yards, 4 TDs passing, 1 rushing. DeJuan Knight was the feature back for the PC West Panther Patriots, and he had 19 rushes for 260 yards. He was responsible for those touchdowns as well. Michael Ford had 4 receptions for 85 yards and 1 touchdown. Jordan Warrior was big on defense, had a pick 6, had 4 receptions for 133 yards. Nothing bigger than the pick 6 that Scoop and scored. He went 70 yards. So it appears as though the Patriots will kick off to the Pirates. We'll be going from north to south as the sun begins to fade here, and we're mostly in shade over the stadium. Dwayne Doolittle again on the call tonight, talking about our featured players. When we talked to Coach Willis Alexander about his featured players, he wanted to make sure that we mentioned number 8, his son, sophomore Trip Alexander, but he has a host of other players that he wanted to bring out, as none other than his quarterback, Judd Fisher, a senior who he expects great things from tonight. As we prepare for tonight's kickoff, wants to welcome you into the stream. You can download the app and follow us on your phone at PPBC TV in the Google Play Store, and also on the Apple Play Store, Apple Store. I'm not an Apple fan, so I guess you guys can figure that out. I'm struggling a little bit with that. So here we are on a Friday night. The featured game here brought to you by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. Dwayne Doolittle on the call as we await the opening kickoff. Number 17 for the Patriots, Garcia to kick deep. As we look into the backfield there, we see Gabriel Osborne deep to receive, waiting to kick, waiting for referee Kevin Aiken to give the sign, and he gives it. The kicker approaches the ball, and we're off on a Friday night under the lights here at Putnam City West Stadium as the ball scampers into the end zone for a touchback. However, there is a stoppage of play, as I believe we've got an offside penalty here on the kicking team. So we'll set it up again and do it all over again. So we'll back up 5 yards and see if Mr. Garcia can get the ball into the end zone. So it looked like to be an illegal formation, as there were not enough players on the opposite sides or equal sides of the ball. 5 and 5 is the prescribed number here in high school football. And we'll back them up 5 and do it all over again. So Mr. Garcia tees it up again, getting some leg work here. The referee Kevin Aiken waits the kicker's signal, and we'll start this thing over on a do-over here on a Friday night at Patriots Stadium. Tonight's game features the Putnam City West Patriots as the home team in the darker colored jerseys versus the PC Original Pirates, as that ball scampers out of bounds, and there's another flag before any time runs off of the clock. A free kick out of bounds, and so the Pirates will have pretty good field position here, as they'll opt to take the ball out near the 35-yard line, and they'll set up shop there. So the first offense for the 0-2 Pirates as they come out, as the free kick goes out of bounds here. Judd Kiefer, the aforementioned quarterback, a senior, 6'1", 210-pound senior, set in the pistol formation, twins to the right side. He looks out in the shotgun formation. There's a snap, hands off to the single back in the backfield, number 33. He's met after he picks up about 3 yards and hit, says number 24 of the Nazir Nelson came up and put a stop on him after he picked up about 3-4 yards there on the play. 2nd down and 6 upcoming for the Pirates, who will deploy a no-huddle offense. Offset running back, twins to the right again, quarterback shotgun formation, calls for the snap, has it there, hands the ball off again to his up back, the single back, and he's met in the backfield, stopped for a loss there, a minimal gain on the play. Number 2 for the Patriots, shot the gap, that's Mr. Warrior, who had a great game on last week. So cross-town rivals, in-district rivals, in school district rivals, I should say, and these kids know each other well. There are no strangers. They know, the coaches know each other well. The players know each other well. We've got twins left and right, single back, quarterback in the shotgun formation on this 3rd down and 7 upcoming. Quarterback looks, he's pressured. The block is picked up nicely, loops the ball out into the to the downfield, and it's incomplete, intended for number 1, Elijah Asbury. And so the Patriot defense holds on a quick 3 and out here for the Pirates, as we will set the ball here as the punter comes into the game, number 41 for the Pirates, Carlos Yanis. He is a senior, 6 foot, 225-pound senior, as he awaits the snap deep for the Patriots. Number 2, Jordan Warrior, along with number 5, Michael Ford, 2 dangerous returners. They'll look to get their team going here on offense as the punt is up and away down the center. It's going to take a bounce at the 20-yard line and touched or bumbled and tackled into the end zone there as he stopped and still tries to advance, and he's hit hard there out near the 2-yard line. So great defensive stop, special teams play for the Pirates, as the Patriots now will set up offense deep in their own end of the field at or near the 2-yard line. 10 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Tonight's game features the Putnam City West Patriots and the Putnam City Original Pirates, here, brought to you tonight on PPBC TV. While your friends here at CBS Sports Radio 105.3, Dwayne Doolittle on the call. Our title sponsors tonight are the SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. We thank them for their support and bringing you this game here. So West sets up in the end zone. Quarterback calls his own number, brings the ball out there to get some breathing room out of the end zone, gets it back off the end zone. Number 11 at quarterback for the Patriots, Shine Johnson, advances the ball out, picks up about 5 yards on the play, so it's a little more manageable. Has his heels out of the end zone now as we look forward towards this 2nd down and 5, call it a long 5, short 6. Shotgun formation, single back, single receivers left and right, sends the bottom of the screen man motion, hands the ball off to the running back, who breaks a hole there, and a shoestring tackle. Number 7, DeJuan Knight, the feature back here for the PC West Patriots, and he runs the ball, advances the ball out for a 1st down. So off their own end line, they managed to pick up a 1st and 10 as we're at 9 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, as the quarterback, Sean Johnson, awaits the play, sets the formation. Twins to the left, twins and right, both sides of the field, single back, pistol formation. He looks left, throws left, tosses it out into the flat. Pass is overthrown, incomplete, intended for number 2, Jordan Warrior. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots, deep in their own end zone at about the 12-yard line. Correction, make that the 17-yard line. So not quite out of trouble yet here, not able to flip the field. The defense can hold here. That'll be a great deal for them, as they will be able to flip the field and get the ball in some meaningful field position. But nonetheless, 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the West Patriots. They hand the ball back off to the workhorse again. He's met and corralled by a host of Pirates. In on the tackle, number 13, Braden Knox, from his linebacker position, came up in run support, and there's a loss on the play of about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2 sticks to go. 13 yards for the 1st down. So the defense is doing its job now and has the PC West Patriots in 3rd down and long formation here. 15 seconds remaining on the play clock as the quarterback gets his offense set in the pistol formation. Twins to the left side of the field, single receiver to the back. He throws the ball out, looks left, throws left, and the ball is caught, and the receiver goes down immediately at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be short. The defense holds. Michael Ford was looking for running room. However, he had to go low to receive that pass, and the defense for the Pirates holds, which is a good sign now. And so their deep receiver, Gabriel Osborne, sets up at about the 40-yard line, looking to receive this punt here off the leg of number 17, Brandon Garcia. So both offenses come out and have minimal or no success, as the Pirates had no success on a 3-and-out. The Patriots come out and are able to get a first down. However, they're faced now with 4th and long with 4 seconds remaining on the play clock. There's the snap. The punt is up, and it's out near the 50-yard line. Takes a bounce there and falls dead inside the 50 on the Pirate side of the football field, about the 48-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at their own 49-yard line. Second time we'll get a chance to see the Patriot or Pirate offense here and the Patriot defense as they come on, as the official Kevin Akins is sending the teams back to the sideline for a hydration break at about 96 degrees here. We'll take a break with them here. You're listening to CBS Sports Radio production presentation of Putnam City football here from Patriot Stadium. We'll be back after a quick break.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And we're back here at Putnam City West Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Pirates at their own 49-yard line after that punt there. The quarterback looks over the top, throws a pass complete into the flat, and is caught there by number 9 of the Pirates, Vinceno Boyd. A pickup of about 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 upcoming. Trips to the right side of the field. Single receiver to the short side of the field. Quarterback on the offset I formation. Looks for the calls for the snap there and calls his own number. Follows his lead blocker. Gets to the outside around the edge for the first down. Taken out of bounds there by number 24. Correction, number 24 of the Patriots. Nelson on the stop after, but that's good for a 1st and 10 for the Pirates at 7 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter play. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of the Patriots. So on a short field, the Pirates are looking to punch it in. Trips formation to the right side of the field. Single back, quarterback looks, rides again, pulls on the RPO, takes off to the left side. He's still on his feet inside, makes a move, loses the football after a monster hit. And we're waiting to see what the signal is here as the Pirates looked as though they've recovered. The quarterback, number 4, Judd Kiefer, took a monster hit there, but it's not after he picked up the first down inside of the 25-yard line, near the 24-yard line. So this drive is producing yards here as the Pirates look to take advantage of the short field. As the quarterback calls his number 2 plays in a row, looks again, hands off to the running back, number 33, who's stopped inside of the 20-yard line, near the 15-yard line. Number 33, our ball carrier, Darian Scholes, a true freshman running back at 6 foot, 190 pounds. So some youngsters getting some playing time here. Scholes again on the ball carry, and he's met in the backfield by number 0 of the, number 8 of the Pirates, of the Patriots, Keaton Stewart. He's a captain for this team, and he's doing all he can to minimize damage here as the Pirates have a drive going here into the sunshine on the north end zone end of the field. 3rd down, 4 upcoming for the Pirates. There's movement on the line. There's a flag. Stand by. It's flag day here, and the officials will have to make a decision as to who moved first. Head linesman James Ferris consulting with Kevin Aiken, the referee, tonight to see just what they were able to see and who moved first. And we're waiting the signal here as he calls over the line judge for additional confirmation on the play. Dead ball, false start is the call against the Pirates. It'll back them up 5 yards. So after the conversation, the officials decided that the offense moved first. And in high school football, the defense is not allowed to come across at any time into the neutral zone, as you'll see on Saturdays and Sundays in the NC2A football and professional football. So it backs them up a little bit. 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Pirates as they look to the sideline for the next play. Trips to the far side of the field, the near side of the field, to our left, single back in the backfield. There's a single man, two deep coverage there. As a blitz comes, quarterback moves around, pass is nearly intercepted by number 2, Jordan Warrior. We'll just call him Ball Hawk because he's all over the place there. Nearly picked off again, as last week he was able to secure a pick 6 that went over 70 yards. So 4th down upcoming as the field goal unit comes in for the Pirates, who look to put something on the board here early in the first quarter here at Patriots Stadium. So again, this is part 2. What's on the line here? If the Patriots are able to win tonight, they will be dubbed the PC Kings of the City. The Pirates are looking to spoil that, and the kick is down, and the kick is nearly blocked. However, it is no good. Some minimal contact on the play. There is a flag on the field. Personal foul, roughing the kicker against the Patriots. That is an automatic 1st down. The ball moved half the distance to the goal, and we will see the offensive unit return to the field as the wideout came in from the left side and took out the kicker's kicking leg. Classic example of a personal foul, roughing, not running into. So that's a big break for the Pirates, who were knocking on the door, and this will now put the offense back on the field. So the defense now has to get 10 toes down in concrete and bend but don't break here in the early going here at PC West Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle here on the call with you. Tonight's game sponsored by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Inc., our title sponsors. Quarterback rolls out left, throws a pass, caught by number 1 near the 1-yard line. He stumbles, bumbles, and fumbles with reservations for 6 in the end zone. Strike up the band man. Touchdown, Pirates. So a 13-yard touchdown strike from Judd Kiefer to Elijah Asbury, and the Pirates draw first points on the board after the miscue on the roughing the kicking penalty by the Patriots. Number 41 in the kicker for the Patriots, Carlos Yanis, a right-footed kicker, awaits the snap, and the defense is offsides as they were barreling down on the kicker. So you may have seen there in that shot that the defense jumped over the offensive player, which is illegal in high school football. No leaping. No leaping. However, you see it on Sundays and Saturdays all the time, a la Roy Williams, and his sack of the infamous sack there of the Texas quarterback some years ago. So half the distance to the goal, we'll strike it up again, and we'll look to set this up for the extra point with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Kicker Yanis goes through his paces. The right-footed kicker is a senior, 6 foot, 235 pounds. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So after all of that, the Patriots hold as the Pirates fail to convert on the extra point attempt, as the Pirates lead here with 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining, 6-0 over their cross-time rivals, the Patriots. Dwayne Doolittle on the call here for this Putnam City Schools sports broadcast. We'd like to thank our partners for partnering with us at CBS Sports Radio 105. Our title sponsors for tonight's game is SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Inc. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, Prairie Publishing and Broadcasting. That touchdown is brought to you by First Security Bank. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Putnam City Schools broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dreams a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC. So 5 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back on the other side for the kickoff as the Patriots will receive the ball. We'll be back after a quick break.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And we're back here at PC West Stadium, Patriots Stadium, here on a Friday night. Tonight's game brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony's, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. So the Pirates kick the ball off. Ball's taken by the up back, number 6, who's still on his feet, brought down by the kicker at near the 50-yard line, just inside the 45. Official said he steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So the returner, Cornelius Grisby, a senior here at PC West, brings the Patriots out to good field position here. Spoke with Coach Greg Johnson before the game, and he talked about the success and he's having here, the rising numbers as he attempts to rebuild this program. He mentioned to me that these kids hadn't had not a lot of success after winning only 3 games in the previous season. He looks to turn it around. But after they did have that success, he found that they had more kids come out for the program. Razzle Dazzle play number 5 on the reverse out near the 50-yard line, pick up of about 3 yards on the play. Michael Ford on the Razzle Dazzle end around reverse there. Picks up, again, as stated, 5 yards out to the 50-yard line. And first and 4, pick up 6 yards on the play. At quarterback, number 11, Sean Johnson, a senior here. And Mr. Johnson had a great game on last week. So in the previous weeks, the Patriots have defeated Western Heights and last week Putnam City North to be 2-0 as we come into this game tonight. Quarterback hands the ball off again off the left side. Number 7, DeJuan Knight, the ball carrier, scampers for first down yardage. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 46-yard line. The road for the Pirates, however, has been a little difficult as they face Muskogee and were defeated by Muskogee. And they come in and find themselves 0-2, one other opponent that eludes me at this moment. And I'll get that information here to you. But tonight, both teams are looking to keep momentum and establish momentum tonight as the ball carrier, number 7, DeJuan Knight, stopped in the backfield for a loss on the play. Number 8, Trip Alexander, in on the play, a sophomore, 6 foot, 230-pound sophomore. That name sounds familiar to. That is the coach's son, Trip Alexander, only a sophomore, and he's playing defensive end for his dad and his dad's scheme. And so he's an extension of the coaching as he knows exactly what to do next on the defensive end. Pressure on the quarterback from the aforementioned Trip Alexander. Quarterback breaks containment, gets out to the left side, and scampers out to past the 35-yard line. And that run is good for 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 3 minutes, 56 seconds as the Patriots are looking to answer the first score of the game by the Pirates, who drove a short field and were awarded another set of downs after a roughing the kicker penalty. Sean Johnson at quarterback, twins to the right side, single receiver out on the left side, single back in the backfield. Quarterback looks back, steps, throws, looks left, and throws left, throws the ball out to a wide open number 5 who breaks a tackle at the end zone and walks in. Number 5, Michael Ford, a 35-yard touchdown strike up the band man. Touchdown, Patriots. This touchdown is brought to you by First Security Bank. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Putnam City Public Schools broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make those dreams a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC. So with 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter play, the Patriots respond. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and take the lead with 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining after a 35-yard pitch and catch from quarterback Johnson to receiver Ford. Johnson to Ford connection, good for 7 points. With 3:47 on the clock, we'll take a break and be back after this message.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And then we're back inside of PC West Stadium here at the Fieldhouse. Tonight's game brought to you by title sponsors SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. Sponsors are Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, and Super Prep. Along with Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max here with you on the call as we're almost tied up, as both teams have been able to put points on the board. And for the second time tonight, the Patriots have kicked the ball out of bounds, and the Pirates will have decent field position out to the 35-yard line with a 1st and 10 here, as the Pirates look to answer now for trailing the first time in tonight's contest. Quarterback Judd Kiefer comes in again, the senior, and it's always good to have senior leadership in your backfield. A second-year starter at PC, and the PC Pirates, after going to playoffs last year, look to build upon that success here. Hands the ball off to number 2, Roderick Sloan, who looks for room around the right side. Pickup of about 2 to 3 yards, make it 2 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 upcoming here as the Pirates look to keep their foot on the proverbial gas pedal here and strike up some more points here. Twins to the left side of the field, single receiver to the top. 2 running backs in the backfield for the first time. That's a new look tonight as a lead blocker here. As the handoff again goes to number 2, who churns his way, just would not be denied, out across the 40-yard line on a pickup of about 4 more yards. So bring up 2nd down, call it 4. 3rd down 4. The ball carrier again, number 2, Roderick Sloan, a sophomore running back, 5'10", 175. Play comes in from the sideline. The defense now here is in a stacked formation. Looks like a 5-2 defense with 4 over the top. Man cover, no bump coverage here, as the motion man is covered by a zone look. Quarterback throws the ball across the end of the field there, and there's a flag on the play as the defender got there just a little too soon. Defensive pass interference. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Resulted in an automatic 1st down for the Pirates. So another drive that has been sustained or lengthened by way of the penalty flag, as none bigger than the 15-yard roughing the kicker that allowed the Pirates to go in and score on the very next play. A 15-yard penalty now resets the sticks with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here. Pirates in a man in motion, hand the ball off to the running back up the middle as the middle linebacker overcommits. A nice pickup on the play there of about 3 yards, and so it'll be 2nd down and about 7.
Yeah, that front line did a good job there on that spacing.
So we've got a battle of wheels, if you will, here. Did you see what I did that in the battle of wheels, if you will?
Yes.
And so the offense wants to score, the defense doesn't want them to score, so it's who wants it more. Drag motion here as the wideout goes across the field, looks to bring single coverage into the backfield or to the defensive secondary. Had pass intended for number 3 of the Pirates, Michael Exum, incomplete.
And the quarterback just didn't have enough time there to get everything set. The defense was ready for that one.
1 minute 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. 3rd down 7 upcoming as the Pirates now are somewhat behind the sticks with more than 5 yards to go here. It is still a manageable 3rd down here if they can get some success here. Top man comes into motion here back towards the receiver quarterback for a reverse play, but the Patriots are all over that. We're not having any of that business, and there's no gain on the play, maybe even a loss of about half a yard. So 4th down upcoming as the Pirates now have to make a decision as Coach Willis Alexander sends in the special teams unit in the form of the punter and kicker, number 41, Carlos Yanis.
Yeah, the Patriots have a lot of speed on the wide outs there on defense. They can stretch the field from left to right laterally there. They proved that right there. That was a nice play.
They were able to sniff that out early on as they were not fooled by the motion man coming from the top of the screen. So there's the snap for the punter. The punt's away in the air and takes a bounce, and then takes a Patriot bounce out to the 26-yard line where it rolls dead and covered up by the Pirates. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Patriots at their 16-yard line with 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. So, partner, we were here last week, and we were able to watch this Patriot team. They were able to put up 27 points on their crosstown rival. Now here leading by 1 point after falling down. So we've seen some resiliency in this team. After falling behind last week, they were able to pitch a shutout after that.
Yeah, we noticed last week they started out kind of a little slow, but they picked up the momentum and started correcting things. Some fewer penalties in the second half, and they lit the fires, and the rest was history.
Yeah, what I'm noticing here is that they didn't have the yips tonight that they had earlier as the running back number 7 breaks through the secondary. DeJuan Knight still on his feet out across the 40-yard line, out to about the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as that run is good for another 1st down by the Patriots.
Yeah, he's a workhorse for them. He had a really good game last week, upwards of 80 yards and more.
Yeah, I was handing information when we got here that Knight had 19 rushes for 260 yards. So he had a heck of a game. He was a prime-time player.
Mr. Murray's made it sound like
Same guy, different results this time as the Pirates sniffed that thing out here inside of 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play here at Patriot Stadium on a beautiful, beautiful Friday night. Temperatures are manageable, not as warm as they have been in the past, and so we're starting to see some evening cooling, which will help everything out here as the Patriots have now looked to let the clock run out here and get further information as they come behind the sticks now with a loss of 3 on the play. So that's the end of the first quarter of play. Both teams have sniffed out the end zone. But at this point, the Patriots lead by 1, 7-6 over their crosstown rivals, the Putnam City Pirates. So, partner, we're welcoming you into the broadcast booth. I know you were down on the field getting some more information and talking about getting some things together down there. Glad to see you here. We're glad to be here. Tonight's game is brought to you by our title sponsors, SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right, Inc. Those are our title sponsors. And our sponsors are Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross, Mr. Max.
You can't get it wrong.
That's Mr. Max, and he's here to the max. And so we're here with you. And we'll take a quick break as we get ready for the second quarter of action. We'll be back on the other side after we take a quick pause for the cause. And we're back here inside of Putnam City West Stadium, Patriots Stadium here. Dwayne Doodle, Eric Max on the call with you as the Patriots look to go quick on second down. Quarterback looks to his right. A left-handed quarterback throwing across his body to the right side of the field. The pass falls incomplete. And so it'll be third down and about 13 upcoming for the Patriots.
That's a tough pass for a lefty throwing across his body like that back in the trap. He's lucky that wasn't picked off or anything. But very fortunate.
Defense now is playing a zone look as we go twins to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback looks left, throws left, and nearly complete there. He's looking for one of his favorite receivers in the person of number 2, Jordan Warrior. That pass falls incomplete, and so the defense holds. It'll be fourth down and 13 for the Patriots as the Pirates now look to set up shop here with decent field position after awaiting this upcoming punt.
Well, their defense did their job. They kept these guys, get them off the field so they can get back. We know that the PC West is very dangerous on offense, and unfortunately for the Pirates, they're getting a slow start, so hopefully they'll get a chance to do their thing on this drive here.
Somewhat explosive on offense, I would say, and they sustained that explosiveness throughout the night as Garcia's punt now hits at the 30-yard line and takes a Patriot bounce just outside of the 20 at about the 21-yard line when it's picked up by the Patriots. Now it'll be first and 10 for the Pirates deep in their own territory.
This is where they got to sustain a drive here and methodically move up and down the field. They've already proved that they can. So this is their chance to start the second quarter just right. Build that momentum. Their defense is giving them some momentum. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
11 minutes, 37 seconds remaining before halftime here at Patriots Stadium. Dwayne Doodle, Eric Ross Max. On tonight's game brought to you by SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Right Inc., Deshaun on the camera, Bryshawn on the mixing board here, bringing you the sights and sounds here tonight at Friday Night Football here in Northwest Oklahoma City as we are now completely in shade here at this stadium. A loss on the play of about 2 yards, correction 3 yards, bring up second down and 13 for the Pirates.
They got 6 in the box here, the Patriots do, expecting that run play, playing man-to-man on the outside.
So they've almost got them wheeled into where they want them to be here as they're loading the box, and the Pirates are falling for the bait and running the ball just as the coach sniffed out. We talked about earlier, these coaches are no strangers to each other, as Greg Johnson, the head coach here at PC West, was the former assistant to head coach at PC, Willis Alexander, on last season. But the similarities don't stop there, because when Willis Alexander was in college at Langston University, Greg Johnson was his head coach.
Wow.
And so the coaching tree continues here. In talking to them before the game, learned that they're only playing this game because they have to. It was on the schedule as the quarterback breaks out of the pocket around the left-hand side, still on his feet, seeking the sticks there, and he may be out to the first down marker, waiting the decision of the officials as I see the chain gang moving. So the quarterback took it upon himself, and Judd Kiefer took the ball out for a 12-yard pickup. It's first and 10 for the Pirates, so the Pirates now have life again.
That's a gutsy call and a heads-up play by the quarterback, because the defense definitely was packing it in the middle, and he took advantage of outside play there.
A run up the middle by number 33, LaDarren Scholes, picks up another first and 10. So the Pirates now are starting to pick up the run yards in chunks and have the Patriots on their heels, but not now, as the quarterback now on a blitz. Corner blitz, number 8 comes across Keaton Stewart and introduces himself to Judd Kiefer in the backfield for a loss of about 7-8 yards. So second down and double sticks, as we say in the business.
Yeah, PC's going up tempo. That last play, it hurt him.
A little movement there on the offensive side as the defense flinched but didn't encroach the neutral zone. Looks as though that's going to be a false start against the offense, and that'll back them up 5 yards. Tonight's officiating crew led by Kevin Aiken and Get you the rest of that crew tonight as Kevin gives us a signal. False start on the offense, second down. So now the Pirates find themselves in a conundrum, needing almost 20 yards to go here for the first to pick up the first down. So after picking up chunks, they've gone back in chunks here,
Yes.
and we'll see how they can right the ship, if you will, the Pirate ship. The quarterback looks, pumps the ball, still dancing, throws the ball deep across the middle of the field into the air, and the ball falls incomplete as the receiver, intended receiver, number 9, Vincino Boyd, and in defense, number 2, Jordan Warrior. The ball falls to the turf, and it'll be third down and a ways to go.
That was a heck of a call there. Go for it there. They've got the Pirates playing. Got the Patriots playing loose on defense here. Single high safety. They're expecting those kinds of plays, so they've got everybody covered thus far. Let's see what the Pirates can do.
Pirates throw the quick out. The pass is incomplete, intended for number 1, Elijah Asbury, and he had running on his mind before he gathered the ball, so that'll bring up a fourth down and a lot on a drive that appeared to be promising.
Yes.
And just kind of ran out of gas.
Yes, yes they did. So like they ran their best 2 plays and then the rest. Once they went up tempo, they kind of lost themselves. So that's a lie.
So the Pirates find themselves in unfriendly territory here. Fourth down and a gazillion yards to go. The punter gets the ball and a nice punt out across the 40-yard line, almost taken cleanly there, but fumbled and bobbled, and the receiver there goes to the ground in the person of Jordan Warrior, who was sniffing out the end zone, but he didn't take the ball with him. Fortunately enough, he was able to recover that. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 41-yard line. 8 minutes, 58 seconds remaining here before halftime in a tight contest, if you will, as these teams are no strangers to each other, nor are the coaching staffs any strangers to each other. And so kind of what you expected here tonight when those teams know that much about each other. So first down and 10 for the Patriots at the 41-yard line as they look to get the offense settled here. A lot of movement, folks getting their position. Looks like they've got too many men on the field there and a lot of movement. And so the Patriots, that play was doomed from the start, as not only do they have too many players on the field, there's a false start penalty being indicated preliminarily.
It was amazing watching the wide out there that was trying to line up and realized that there was one too many people on the field. And he tried to get off the field before they.
Yeah, the coaching staff was begging him almost to get off the side of the field. However, it would have been too late there. There was a legal substitution penalty should have come there. You know, I was sitting here counting, and as a former official, you know, you don't have time to count from 1 through 11, and so we do groupings. And I was at 3, 3, 3, 3. That was too many.
Right.
Back to action here as the ball is handed off to the running back by quarterback there, Sean Johnson, the running back on this particular play. Number 7, Jordan Knight. Dewan Knight. Pick up about 3 yards on the play, brings up second down 12. 8 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Halftime, we'll have performances by the PC West Patriot Band, and as usual, the post-game performance by the visiting team in the persons of the Pirates Band.
Yeah, I like that concept. That's very nice.
Quarterback under deep pressure looks, throws the ball short as he had a couple of Pirates in his face.
They need to max protect a little bit better there for the quarterback here, Shane
Johnson.
Yes, Mr. Johnson needs more protection. He's got time. His receivers are running the routes. It's just he's under such pressure. It's the Pirate defense is definitely standing up and trying to take over this game, which is good. Get these guys off the field.
An unusual tactic as they're sending pressure from the left-hand side of the field, attempting to force him to the right. A quick bubble screen out to Jordan Warrior. That ball bounced several times and
Lost the ball. It looks like
they called that complete.
he lost the ball.
Yeah, it looks like a fumble on the play, but
Yep.
the ball bounced to him as though, well, I just got a new eyeglass prescription. It sure looked like it bounced to me, but nonetheless, officials called it a completed pass, and he took the ball down near the 40-yard line and fumbled, and that fumble was recovered by the Pirates. And so the Patriots are giving the Pirates life in the forms of penalties and now a turnover,
Yes.
and they're not able to impose their will because of those setbacks.
You know, similar to like last week, they had momentum going and kind of they were definitely hindering themselves. Saying, I almost said what you said, don't say. But yeah, they're giving the Pirates a chance here. Hopefully the Pirates will take advantage of it.
Pirates on offense, number 33, the ball carrier was Darren Scholes. No gain on the play, so both defenses have sniffed out what it is the offenses are attempting to do. As Coach Johnson told me in the pregame, that we know each other, we know each other's schemes, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and it's manifesting itself here tonight, here as the Patriots lead over their crosstown district rivals, 7-6. Quarterback Judd Kiefer moves his back for maximum protection, throws the ball out to the left side, floats one out, intended for number 88 of the Pirates, Demarion Ridley, incomplete. Demarion Ridley is a junior, 6'2", 180-pound receiver, goes both sides of the ball. Now that pass there incomplete. Third down upcoming for the Pirates here as the Patriots look to form a zone look defense, playing stick management, 5-2 concept for DBs, forcing them to throw the ball out. Ball is intended for number 1, Elijah Asbury. Judd Kiefer's pass off his fingertips, and that'll bring up fourth down and about 12 yards to go.
Well, that's a little bit puzzling. I thought they would take a little bit more time calling the plays, setting up some plays. It seems that the up-tempo offense is working against them. It's playing right into the defense. They're playing base defense, and instead of just man-to-man on the outside and keeping that box full.
Anytime you get behind the sticks, it's going to change your approach, and they found themselves behind. Both teams will find themselves behind the sticks on each side of the ball here, each side of the field. A nice punt there that takes a Patriot bounce.
Wow.
And bounds inside the 15 and rolls outside of the 20 at about the 22-yard line. So a nice punt by Mr. Yans as he does his part to help the defense here. Tonight's game is brought to you by SSM Health, our title sponsors, Super Prep and Guiding Light. Sponsors are Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Tonight's game is also being carried over cable network, and so we're now in a TV timeout. So, partner, what have we seen? What we should expect going forward? What do you like? What do you don't like?
Well, what I'm loving is I'm loving seeing the defensive intensity on both sides of the ball. We've seen how PC West can do, as they'll talk about it, and there'll be some changes. PC Pirates, I'd like to see them settle in, get out of that hurry up offense that they're doing, because it doesn't seem like they have a rhythm. They need to establish a rhythm in a drive. They need to go for those 3-yard plays, 4-yard plays, and get a sustainable drive going. So I expect to see some of that. Since these coaches are very familiar with each other, they're playing chess with each other right now, and that's fine. There's still a little bit of a feel out here, but basically the Pirates, they need to just let it go. They just focus on 3 or 4 yards at a time, 5 yards, and like I said, don't get behind the sticks, because both defenses are not allowing anything once you get behind the sticks.
So PC comes in tonight's game 0-2. Their opponents are Bishop McGinnis and Muskogee. They've lost both those contests. And talking to Coach Willis Alexander, he tells me, we're just looking for our identity. We're looking for kids to buy into the system, and we're looking to have some success tonight. It doesn't matter to him who's on the other side of the ball. He just wants to get a win tonight and have some momentum going into district play. Tonight's game is brought to you by SSM Health. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of sports medicine specialists at SSM Health. And they have a great team to get your player back into the game. Tom Johnson calls his own number. He's around the left side, still on his feet. Rumbles out and pushed out by a bunch of Pirates. Number 13 in on the tackle for the Pirates in the form of Braden Knox.
All set up by a fake to Mr. Knight back there. I mean, the defense bit on that, and he took what they gave him and then some.
Yeah, set up his blocking really nicely there, and that's the key here to the game is how well does Mr. Johnson play, and if the defense is now focusing on him, that opens up the other weapons, and they have quite a few weapons here on this team.
Where's the soul going to be?
Single receiver, single back in the backfield, twins to the left and right. Quarterback looks left, throws left. Ball's tipped out there, but caught over the middle as the receiver still on his feet inside of the 25-yard line, drugged down there by number 25 of the Pirates. The receiver, number 2, correction, number 4 for the Patriots, Aaron Edwards, on a nice slant across the middle that picks up a ton of yards inside of the 25-yard line.
Well, just as you stated, they were worried about Mr. Johnson back there, and what a way to set that play up.
So some theatrics here as the ball, the receiver got up limping, and the coaches sent in a replacement for him, and he fell down like a leaf off of a tree. I guess that's watching a lot of TV. Nonetheless, he was actually injured and should have gotten down long before then. He was trying to tough that thing out.
Yeah, these young guys are pretty tough, so, they don't know yet sometimes what the body can't do, and I guess he found out. But, he did try to get off the field.
I've got 58 reasons I can tell you. As you know, last week we were sitting here and I experienced a Charlie horse in my leg. So today I went for some pregame treatment and I got stretched out, so I'm ready to go. I don't know how it's going to help me with this presentation, but I'm ready. We have to move or whatever we need to do, I'm able to do that. So 6 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. We have an injured player on the field. We'll take a quick timeout, come back on the other side, get you some more information. You're listening to the High School Game, sponsored by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right, Inc. We'll be back after a break. With the assistance of teammates. Live action here as the
Mr. Knight with the ball.
Mr. Quarterback keeps on Mr. Knight, hand off to Knight, and he stopped immediately there, lost on the play. And so we're seeing this pattern that they'll rip off a good run or yardage, and that the defense will stiffen and find ourselves with 2:06 to go. So second down, 11 to go for first down at the 26-yard line, called it 25 and a half.
Oh my God, man, they need
5:55 remaining here from Putnam City West Stadium at Patriot Land here in Northwest Oklahoma City near Lake Overhost. The quarterback looks left, throws left. The ball is tipped and bounded and picked up on the rebound by number 33, who scampers into the end zone on a tip drill. Ramir Herrera takes the ball and goes to the house with reservations for 6. There are several flags that decorate the field now as there's some extra celebration going on, and the officials didn't like it, but we'll see what becomes of this as the ball was taken into the end zone on a tip drill.
That's a heck of a play. They had the box, and the whole line of scrimmage was man-to-man on the outside.
The same play.
Ball was placed in the right spot. The receiver fought for the ball with the tip, and that's a heck of a way to score.
So that leads credence to the term, never give up. The touchdown stand, says official Kevin Akins, after the play, sideline warning, Patriots. So all of that results in a talking to, as the first sideline warning is a freebie. and only a warning. The next one resulted in a 5-yard, then 10-yard, then 15-yard as we continue to go. So referee Kevin Aiken speaking to head coach Greg Johnson about the sidelines. And I know when I was officiating, the one thing I did not ever look forward to was running into someone on the sideline, because my livelihood was tied to me being able to get to work the next day.
There's nothing like being blindsided on that.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
So the touchdown stands, the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining before halftime. The Patriots, on a tip drill, extend their lead 14-6 over the Pirates here at PC West Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross here on the call for you tonight here on this Putnam City School public broadcast, as we have partnered now this season with Putnam City Schools, CBS Sports Radio 105.3, to bring you several of their games, and we'll be on several of those calls here. Deshaun and Bryshawn here in the booth with us, bringing you the sights and sounds and producing tonight's contest for you. We thank you for being along with us on this game, brought to you by PPBC TV. You can go to your Google Play Store or to your Apple's App Store, whatever that's called. I'm not an Apple guy. You can download our app. You can follow along on multiple platforms and see multiple games, as well as listening to multiple streams of music here on the various platforms that Prairie Publishing Broadcasting brings across the nation.
Yes.
So we are not just a one-trick pony. We've got multiple streams,
They're everywhere.
and they are everywhere, expanding the brand, expanding the brand all over the place. 5:38 remaining as we prepare for the kickoff. Number 17, the kicker, Brandon Garcia, who's been busy tonight. And the kick sails deep into the end zone, takes a bounce in high school football. Once the free kick breaks the plane of the end zone, it is dead.
Yes.
Cannot be advanced out on a free kick. Scrimmage kick is different.
Yes.
So the difference between free kick is when you put a T on it. A scrimmage kick is when they hike it, they snap it to the punter, and it goes in. So,
Well, the PC West culminated at an 81-yard drive. Now that's what we were talking about earlier, them sustaining a drive. They got that deep punt, that good punt, and they drove it 81 yards for a score. Let's see what the Pirates can do here.
Jeff Kiefer, the quarterback, looks over to the sideline for additional play, where the play gives him information to his receivers, twins left and right, single back formation. In the shotgun formation, sends the X-receiver in motion. Looks left, throws left, out, deep to number 10, who's off his fingertips on a good coverage there. Well covered by the defender, number 12 of the Patriots, Sevon James. The intended receiver, number 10 for the Pirates, Davian Taylor, a senior, 6'1", 205-pound senior who goes both ways, DB and wide receiver. So on a stoppage of clock, 5 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. Here's the Pirates now looking to stretch the field to have success to slow down the defensive penetration that they find themselves under from the PC West Patriots. A reset on the play clock. Quarterback under pressure in the end zone, looks to get away, escapes left, throws across his body, across the middle field. He's got a receiver there, hits him in stride. Number 9, the recipient of that pass, Vinceno Boyd.
It would have been a touchdown if he did.
And he gets out to near the 25-yard line, brings up second down and 5. Ball handed off to the up back, who was met in a hurry, and a flag comes in from the back judge as the play runs out of bounds for some extracurricular activity there. So as the officials sort it out, the run is good for a first down, and we'll see what happens from there as the officials continue to discuss in front of the PC West bench the outcome.
This is an odd statement, but the refs and some of the mishaps that have been going on here for the Pirates, slowing them down is seeming where they can get their cohesiveness together on the next play seems to be working for them.
So the defense or the miscues or the flags are allowing the Pirates to get some sense of rhythm as the officials are still discussing. And now walking to the other side comes Kevin Aiken as he's looking to us. The result of the play is a first down. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Pirates. So the difference here is, and the discussion was, because the play resulted in a 1st and 10.
Right.
The action that followed that is a 15-yard penalty. However,
It's the first down.
what will happen now is the sticks will be set 1st and 10 for the Pirates because there are no more 1st and 25s. I know there's a lot of explanation.
Yeah, but
after the line of gain is made and anything happens after that, still results in a 1st down. We're going to penalize 15, set the sticks 1st and 10.
no, that's good information to know. A lot of people don't know that or are unfamiliar with that.
And they haven't.
It's certainly not that way in any other facet of football.
Yeah, they haven't done it just yet. They've got the sticks looking at 1st and 15, where it should be a 1st down and 10 yards to go. So Kevin Aiken's visiting with head coach Will Alexander of the Pirates, looking to straighten things out here.
I'm a little surprised with the lack of discipline from some of the players out there, considering the pedigree of the coaches that they have, knowing that the kind of players they were, the kind of men they are, and what they're trying to establish with their team. So a little surprised at some of that.
And they're still 14, 15, 16, and 17 years old.
Yes.
And so as I explained to you, partner, the chains now have been moved to reflect 1st and 10. As again, there's no longer a 1st and 25 or anything like that. So after the line of gain was made, we set the sticks. Coach Willis Alexander has requested a timeout here to get a hold of the things that are going on, the chippiness, if you will, that's going on now. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining before halftime here at PC West Stadium. Dwayne Dooley and Eric Max. Tonight's game, our title sponsors are SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Light Inc., and our sponsors are Love Student of the Month. Halftime sponsor will be Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center at Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. 5:04 remaining before halftime. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side with more information and more football here from Patriots Stadium in Northwest Oklahoma City. We'll be back after this break. Man, y'all got y'all own little thing going on over there. We got a whole football game going on.
They were having a whole conversation.
And we're back here as the Pirates have the ball again out of this timeout. The quarterback hands the ball off to number 8 on a quick motion. Trip Alexander, the coach's son, playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he made the most of that play. It was a nice play there, a little slant there, thrown out the backfield.
Correction, that's Arsenio Boyd, number 9, the recipient of that pass. 2nd down 1. A nice jump cut by the running back who runs into the hands of another awaiting defender, number 2, Roderick Sloan, the ball carrier. That carry is good for a 1st and 10 for the Pirates, as they now have a little more momentum going their way. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining before halftime, and a deliberate offense, but not a fast-paced offense. Quarterback throws the ball out to the left, and the receiver just off his fingertips as he hit him in the wrong spot.
I think you heard footsteps on that one. That play was that receiver had that same play a couple of possessions ago and got really hammered.
Elijah Asbury, the intended receiver, incomplete. 2nd down 10 remaining, the yards to go with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining before halftime here at Patriots Stadium, as the play clock has stopped And it looks like we have an injured Pirate being escorted off the field, number 71, Morris, Promise Morris. And so, wind the clock, says referee Kevin Aiken.
Yes.
4:25, as the Pirates are still looking to the sideline for instructions. Second down, 10.
Ball's handed off the inside, run through the A gap, and then met by a host. The Panthers still fighting. The ball appears to be out, going the other way.
So fighting for extra yardage results in a fumble, and the ball is taken away by the Patriots deep inside of Pirate territory.
Wow.
And so that quick change of events will change the entire complexion of what we have going here, as the Pirates are looking to sustain a drive and the Patriots are looking to shut down the drive, come out with a turnover, and the Patriots are in business inside of the 30-yard line and about the 26-yard line of the Pirates.
That was just hustle going in. Good hustle on both sides of the ball.
Quarterback throws the ball out to the left. Deep has a receiver there, and the ball is incomplete in the end zone as the pass was underthrown, with good reason, because the Pirates were breathing down the neck of the quarterback in the form of number 8, Trip Alexander.
Yeah, Trip put the pressure on him. He was there as fast as the ball got there, so the play really didn't get a chance to develop.
Quarterback threw off his back leg and was not able to get enough oomph on it. See what I did there? That's an onomatopoeia. Oomph.
Yes.
A word that makes it sound. And that information is brought to you by absolutely no one. Back to action here on the jet sweep. Number 2, Warrior, Jordan Warrior, on a nice open field tackle there in the flats, as Warrior was looking for some running room, came up and was tackled nicely in the open field by number 25, Dom Williams, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. And he saved the end zone from being inhabited by Jordan Warrior.
Yeah, that was textbook tackling there. He hit him perfectly, and that's something to get Mr. Warrior down like that.
He got to and through him and put him on the ground there.
Yes.
On a nice play. 3 minutes, 18 seconds remaining before halftime here at Patriots Stadium in Northwest Oklahoma City. Quarterback calls his own number there, scrambles, runs left, and runs into the arms of the Patriots, number 70, correction, the Pirates, number 77, Levantra Espere. Levantra Espare. Espare. Levantra.
They tried to run through Mr. Levantra, and that was a mistake there. He read that, sniffed it out, stuffed that gap, and brought him down.
Fourth down, about 17 yards to go for the first down, as the Patriots now have to make some decisions. And looks as though the coaching staff is going to let the clock run down and take a timeout and discuss some things as to the next order of business going forward. Fourth down, and a lot. About 17 yards to go. And as mentioned, the Patriots take the timeout to discuss the upcoming play here. So, partner,
Yes, sir.
if we can minimize the damage in the Pirates' end and hold here, the only thing we've lost is time.
Correct.
And regroup, go in and maybe score on the way in, go for 2, tie this thing up, and come out and see who flinches first in the second half. And we still got ourselves a ball game.
Well, going back to what you were saying about those coaches that are on both sides of the ball there, you know there's going to be some wonderful conversations through this, so I expect some laser focusing coming out of that halftime, coming out of the locker room there. Some jitters, you got an 0-2 team playing a 2-0 team. Mm-hmm. You can kind of see the ebb and flow, telling the truth here, but they still have an opportunity and chance. I mean, they've proven they can score, mm-hmm. and they just need to settle in. One of the things, the biggest differences I'm seeing is there's this patience that the Patriots have in the way that they move, the methodical things that they do. the defensive side of the ball for Putnam City, they've got some patience as well, but the offensive side just hasn't gotten that rhythm yet. So they're a little impatient and a little impulsive, and it's showing, and then the Patriot defense is just eating them alive on that.
So what we know of the Patriots offense is that they have the quick ability to score. They've got big-time playmakers, and they can put points up quick, as the razzle-dazzle play on the inside handoff sniffed out by the Pirates and goes nowhere. And so the Patriots failed to make the line to gain. The defense holds after the miscue on offense by the Pirates and gives the ball back to their offense here with 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining before halftime, and a 14-6 ball game that's led by the home team Patriots. So another sideline warning being given to the Pirates this time. So each team now has had a sideline warning, and the next one will result in a yardage penalty. And so certainly understand the emotion associated with being there on the sideline by both teams and both coaches. That white belt is to be occupied only by the head coach and the official. So quarterback Judd scrambles out to the left, got room down the middle of the field. He's still on his feet, runs past another man, one man to beat out to the 30-yard line, still on his feet at the 20, shifts the ball to the other hand out to the 10, to the 5, and brought down near the 3-yard line. So nifty footwork, just as we predicted. If they could get down there and get close and put pressure on the Patriots, it would change the entire complexion of this game, and it almost came to pass.
This is where they're going to need some clock management on this here. I expected them, right. I expected a timeout.
So the Patriots now call a timeout after a bit of the play broke down. The quarterback kept his eyes downfield. As the Patriots were in a man-to-man defense, the receivers continued to run off, and by the time the quarterback realized everything was going on, he was past the secondary, in the deep secondary, and now no one could catch him. So nifty footwork from about the 35-yard line to the 3-yard line. You do the math, I won't. And now we've got first and goal at the 4-yard line with 1 minute 44 seconds remaining before halftime.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scamper, and kudos to the wide receivers. As you stated, the wide receivers kept running their patterns, which kept those cornerbacks occupied, looking at them, which they're supposed to do, and before you knew it, he was running right by them. So that's a heck of a play. I'm glad to see that somebody took the timeout. I actually expected it to be Putnam City to take the timeout. They've got 2 left.
I almost called it myself, called one for him. So Judd Kiefer, the ball carrier there, scampers the ball, scampers down inside of the 5-yard line, down at the 4-yard line. A senior quarterback, second-year starter, and he brought a heads-upness, yes, I said it, to that position.
Yeah, it's a 72-yard run.
Mind you, these Pirates are coming off with a, well, that didn't go very well, as everybody went but the center. False start off is going to bring the ball back 5 yards. This Pirate team advanced into playoffs last year, so they've had the taste of victory and have made it to postseason play. So in talking to Coach Greg Johnson earlier, prior to the game, this is a District 6A 2, and it's a tough district, and so he's looking forward to next year. There'll be a 5A school, and so well, Coach, that's not saying much. You'll place the lights of Carl Alberts and Guthrie as the quarterback again calls his own number and scampers into the end zone for a touchdown. Strike up the band man, a 9-yard touchdown run, by none other than the quarterback who set this play up after nifty footwork inside of the 4-yard line. So touchdown, 1 minute, 36 seconds remaining, as the Pirates now will go for 2, looking to tie this ball game up before halftime.
Okay, now I'm feeling like you slipped, the Putnam City team your script. This is what you said 3 minutes ago that they needed to do. Now they've done it.
Well, you just kind of put it out there in the atmosphere. We're behind glass. They're on the other side of the field. But this is exactly what the Pirates needed that form of life to infuse some enthusiasm here as they're looking not to go down 0-3. Quarterback rolls to the right, still looks, turns the ball up. He's into the end zone, 2 more on the board, and just like that, we're all tied up again here at Putnam City West Stadium with 1 minute and 31 seconds remaining before halftime. The Pirates go the length of the field on the legs of their quarterback for 6 and then 2, put up 8 to the 6 they already had. It's 14-14.
Culminating a 75-yard drive, mostly done by their quarterback with a 73-yard run there. And then this is phenomenal. This is good, and you can look at the energy now from where we sit. You can see the energy of the Putnam City bench over there. That's the way they want to go into this locker room. Now the defense has got to get out here and not let up at all, because we do know that the Patriots can score.
They have quick strike ability. I heard that on national broadcast. The touchdown is brought to you by First Security Bank, and they are a proud sponsor of Putnam City Schools broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let the First Security Bank make that dream a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC.
Well, that was a 3-play drive, all run.
I had to change it back.
All run.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That should be the theme going in and coming out of that locker room.
And if it's fixed, don't broke it.
I agree.
So it was working as the Patriots looked to quell the over-the-top strike for the Pirates. They deployed their footwork and were able to cash in after the defensive stop prior to the touchdown. The kickoff bounces at the 10, is touched there and picked up around the outside and scampers out of bounds. We'll get a number to you as quickly as we can. Here as number 12, the ball carrier for the Patriots, Savion James. He's a sophomore, wide receiver DB. And so now the pressure falls firmly upon the team with the ball.
And they've got plenty of time and 2 timeouts. So this half is far from over. So hopefully Putnam City's defense will bend and not break here.
Like the way you did that. That's almost sounded like the way I say that.
I'm learning, man.
Man, my grandmother would say it's a good day. As the Pirates defense stands up, number 8, Trip Alexander in on the stop after minimal gain on the play of about 1 and 1.5 yards. And so the Pirates defense has got their swag back after the offense has pulled the game tight. The Patriots now have to respond, and what will they do next? 1 minute, 3 seconds before halftime, as they seem content to let the first half run out. 15 seconds remaining on the play clock as the offense now gets set. Quarterback Johnson now talks to his running back, moves him to his right side for maximum protection as the blitz comes, and he is knocked down and stacked, maybe fumbled the ball. The referee said, yep, he put it on the carpet, and the Pirates have picked up the football at the 12, inside of the 15-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Pirates with 1 timeout remaining and 38.2 seconds before halftime. So the momentum has come through in a big way for the Pirates.
Pirates still have 2 timeouts. Because remember that other timeout was taken by the Patriots, so yeah, it's 2 timeouts. I've seen prevent defense. I've never seen a prevent offense. So until now.
So tell me, is it a prevent defense or a permit defense when most of the points are scored in the final seconds of the first half and of the game? So the Pirates now come back out on offense, looking to add to their point total with 38.2 seconds remaining before halftime. The quarterback calls his own number, goes around the left side, looks for running room. He stood up there by a host of Patriots and stays inbounds and with minimal gain as they look now to call timeout as the clock continues to run.
Wow.
27.7 seconds remaining.
And 8 seconds run off that clock on that play.
There may be some adjustment by the officiating crew as Coach Alexander is saying, hey man, we called timeout long before that. And he may have made himself a case there to have some time added back to the clock as the officiating crew consults with each other to see what each one of them saw. Head linesman James Ferris, umpire Jeremy Goodrich, referee Kevin Aiken, and I'll get to the other names of the two remaining members of the officiating crew tonight who have done a great job. Tonight's officials are certified by the Secondary Activities Association and assigned by the Metro Officials Association. They are members of the Metro Officials Association and are assigned as such the Big 8 Commissioner, Kenneth Heinzman. And so the officiating crew is looking around as referee Kevin Aiken is looking to leave the clock where it is.
Yeah.
So Kevin Aiken, Jeremy Goodrich, Randall Ross, head linesman, James Ferris, line judge, and Kevin Jones, back judge. After the timeout, quarterback looks to throws the ball into the end zone, has a receiver out there, but he's a little short, underthrown as he was in deep trouble as the clock continued to run. And we'll bring up third down.
And just like you said earlier, it's hard for these guys to get anything on the ball when they can't step into it. He was basically falling backwards to avoid the sack and extended play.
He was doing his version of the running man.
Yes,
the other way. So we're adding time to the clock now as Kevin Aikens is talking to the home team press box. 2-3. I think he's asking for 23 seconds to be placed on the clock.
Now, question, the ball goes out of bounds incomplete at this point. Does the clock stop or continues to run?
Stops.
Okay. Because
But it
sure
stops not when it crosses the plane, but when it touches down.
Right.
So he's asking for 23 seconds to be placed on the clock. As we're at 24 now, and I know whoever is working the clock now is working mightily to get that 23 seconds on there, as we're now stuck at 24. You know, we're used to taking time off the clock, not very adept in adding time to the clock. Oh, now we're at 24.4, and I think we're supposed to be at 23. So the stoppage of play is giving the Pirates an opportunity to get a play lined up, as we still don't have the right time on the clock. And Kevin is giving those, if he would give those fingers one at a time, and now we're at 27, and I don't think that's what he wanted. And so if he'd give those fingers a 2 and a 3, then we would know for sure, because it's a guessing game at best.
See, that's where you basketball
2,
officials.
and he just heard me say it, and he just did it.
Yeah.
2, 3.
That's where you basketball officials are, used to calling players' numbers and things like that hand signal.
But even then, we use two-hand mechanics.
Yes,
So
yes.
we used to, there we go, 23 seconds. They should have asked me. I had that, I was all over that.
They didn't get the memo.
Deshaun, were you able to get that captured, that I was asking for 23 seconds? Okay, and then they moved it to 22.5 already. So here's the snap. Quarterback rolls left, looks to throw, still on his feet, throws the ball across the middle. It is caught for the first down. And in high school football, that's a stoppage of play until we move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal, and the Pirates take their final timeout here as they look to add another 6, 7, or 8 points to their point total. So we've gone up and down the field for nearly 24 minutes.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of excitement here in this last 2 minutes, as we've had turnovers and additional turnovers and scampers and runs and quarterback runs and another turnover.
Tip drills, fumbles, you name it.
Yeah, we have had conventional scores, we've had exciting scores, we've had long scores by foot. We haven't had a long touchdown, intended touchdown pass, although the tip drill scored by the PC West Patriots in the first or the second quarter was top 10 play tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
That was a prime example of resiliency. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross, Max here with you on this coverage, on this call tonight on PPBC TV, brought to you by our title sponsors, SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Right, and our sponsors, Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center's Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, and Prairie Publishing and Broadcasting. So the Pirates come out of the timeout. Quarterback looking and hands the ball to the middle, and there's a fumble on the play. The quarterback picks it up and scoops it. He's under duress and tackled there. He's going to have to get up and clock the ball as the time looks to be expiring here inside of 5 seconds. And he calls for it, and he gets it, rolls out left, still running, and reverses his feet, throws the ball across the middle, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
I've got to borrow this.
Yes.
A blast from the past. Jiminy Christmas, did you see it?
Yes. Oh, my
On a
goodness.
busted play going left to right, the quarterback gathers himself and has the wherewithal to throw across his body into the end zone for the 2-yard touchdown, and the Pirates take the lead.
What a play. Some serious unpredictable action there. Oh, my goodness.
So as I look through the spyglass into the next room, there's another broadcast going on, and the play-by-play guy is doing the same thing I'm doing. You couldn't write this up. You couldn't predict this. I mean, football, Friday night, cross-town rivals, former coaches together. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And
Wow.
just like that, the Pirates take the lead, 21-14 at halftime.
That'll leave you speechless.
It's
That's why we play Friday night
and
football.
that's why we play the game.
Yes,
so
indeed.
now we've got a 2-0 team versus an 0-2 team. Now understand this: this 0-2 team has got a whole lot of swag as they leave the football field here now, going into the locker room. They've got swag like you would not believe. And if you look to the other side of the field, the Patriots.
Yeah,
Their body language is telling the story tonight.
They're in shock.
Their body language is telling the whole story tonight here as to what's going on. As Coach Willis Alexander comes out to have a conversation with the officiating crew, tonight's halftime is brought to you by none other than Love's Student of the Month. Love's Country Stores and Travel Stops bring you. We like to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and citizenship in the community. Each month, a student will be selected as Student of the Month and qualified to win $10,000 in cash in the form of a scholarship. You can apply for your child or student today at www.kvsp.com. Rules and regulations apply. So here at halftime at Patriots Stadium, where the Putnam City Pirates lead the Putnam City West Patriots 21-14. Take it away, partner.
Listen, that was a hell of a first half. That was one heck of a first half. And excitement, the energy, I mean, the electricity has just built like a storm. So I'm expecting to see some big things when they come out. I'll talk to you about that when we come back on the other side.
So in a packed stadium, an exciting environment here at the Half Bowl, where students and friends and family members from across the district come together tonight as the Patriots are looking to crown themselves the city champs. The Pirates come in here 0-2, looking to get their first win and take the lead at halftime as the Putnam City West band prepares to perform here at halftime. We'll take a break and reflect on what we've seen, come back and talk to you about it after a break here. So you're watching Putnam City Public Schools football here on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max on the call with you. We'll be back on the other side with a first half recap after this break.
Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back here inside of Putnam City West Patriots Stadium here on a Friday night. Tonight's game title sponsors are SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Right Incorporated. Sponsors are Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center, Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, Prairie Publishing Broadcasting Company. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max with you here, as I said, at Patriot Stadium on an electrifying Friday first half that finds the Pirates leading 21-14 over the Patriots. Halftime is brought to you by Love Student of the Month. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores would like to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and citizenship in our community. Each month, we will select a Student of the Month and qualify them to win a $10,000 scholarship. Apply for your child or student today at www.kvsp.com. Rules and regulations apply. So, Max.
Yes, sir.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
In the mandatory 3-minute warm-up, and 25 or 7 minutes ago, it looked as though the home team would have the advantage going into halftime, and then all of a sudden, the Pirates showed up.
Again, given the pedigree of both coaches, there was enough stoppages, and I said it before, I thought that slowing the game down for the Pirates was going to make a difference, and unfortunately it was in the way of penalties and communication with the referees and sidelines, et cetera, and it actually helped them out. It seemed to settle down. When they were doing this rush, hurry-up offense, it didn't seem to be working for them. It seemed to be working against them, which played right into PC West's defense. You know, they're aggressive. They've been aggressive all night, and you know, but the change of pace did it, and wow, like I said, electricity out of nowhere. They said, what, 16 points scored in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to have a little luck on your side, and if you find yourself in a position, so where preparation and luck intersect, that's just called destiny.
Yes.
And they found themselves at the right place at the right time, and started there with a quarterback who scampered 70-plus yards, and then on a broken play was able to find a man in the end zone for the touchdown to take a 7-point lead at halftime. And they are now looking to continue to add pressure, if you will, to the Patriots as we come out here the second half. And I believe the Patriots will receive the second half kick as we're looking down here at the team coming out, both teams coming out. The Pirates do have the football. And so the Pirates will defend the north end zone and kick off to the Patriots here. And we'll see if the Patriots can respond as they did on last week and answer this energy that the Pirates have brought here to this stadium.
No, you knowing both of these coaches pretty well, what do you think was said to these guys? What would you say they said to their teams, if you had to guess, just from talking to them and knowing them?
So what I know of Coach Greg Johnson, he's a cool as the other side of the pillow guy. And he will raise his voice when needed, and his players seem to respond knowing that he's that cool guy. And if he has said something to us, I need to listen to that.
Right.
Now he's got position coaches that are going to do that, getting in your face and all that kind of stuff. But Greg just says, look guys, look what you've done to yourselves, and look what they've taken advantage of. And on the other side of the field, you got Willis Alexander, who is coaching his son as the Pirates return the ball out near the 30-yard line, across the 25-yard line. But he's coaching his son over there, and so he's being dad coach and understanding that he's building a program and being able to say, kind of in the words of Coach Prime, we're not coming anymore. We're here.
Right.
We've had some setbacks along the way. First 2 games didn't go the way we planned them. But we learned from that. We didn't lose, we learned.
Right.
And so we take those lessons into the night's contest and just stay the course, we'll be all right. So now here as we get ready to start the second half play on a handoff on a razzle-dazzle end-around play as number 6, the ball carrier, looks to get outside. Is able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there on the carry. Cornelius Grisby on the jet sweep reverse action picks up again about 4 yards. And it'll be second down and 6 upcoming. So the Pirates were not fooled by that.
No.
There was some discipline on defense. The end stayed home and waited for the player to come back to him, closed out, made the tackle, and minimized the damage on that end around razzle-dazzle trick play type of offense deployed there. There's a snap. The quarterback reads low, gives the ball into the running back, and he doesn't go very far at all. Maybe struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down at that point. So third down, call it 7, a short 7, long 6 here as the Pirates defense is again rising to the occasion and having been able to snuff out the Patriot offense at this point.
Well, I think they're reading their offense pretty well because the safety's not playing very deep off the ball. They're only about 12, 13 yards off the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Third down snap, quarterback looks left, throws left, has a receiver out there, and just like last night with the Kansas City Chiefs, it's off the fingertips.
Yes, a lot of that going on. It's counterproductive and not the way you want to come out of a halftime and go 3 and out.
So 3 and out for the Patriots here on offense as the Pirates defense holds. And they look to get the ball back to their offensive unit to see if they can continue with the momentum that they generated right before halftime.
Yeah, the Pirates defense have been setting the tone, and they set the pace for the whole team and put the offense on their back. So they're getting them the ball, and that's the best way to keep PC West from scoring. Keep them off the field. Keep the offense off the field.
Yeah, how do you keep an explosive offense from scoring?
Mm-hmm.
Keep them on the sideline. The punt rolls down inside the 25-yard line off the leg of Garcia for the Patriots. So that's been a bright spot for the Patriots in their special teams game, as Garcia is cool as a cucumber when it comes to punting and kicking and the extra points. He's got a super leg on him at this level for a high school game. He's got a command of that, and he's done a great job for that. The Pirates now will go on offense here in the start their first possession here in the third quarter, just outside of the 25-yard line at about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 Pirates, as they look now to press the gas pedal and keep the Patriots at bay. Quick handoff there to the running back, number 2, in the person of Roderick Sloan. No gain, a loss on the play. So we're back to this lose yards, have a long way to go here, make it up, back up again. We'll see if they're going to continue that pattern. What we found in the first half is they were able on a few occasions not to make it, but most occasions they were able to overcome the loss of yards there. Quarterback looks out to the left, throws the ball, quick slant. That pass is broken up nicely there. And by number 7 of the Patriots, DeJuan Knight, who's going both ways here for the Patriots. And he's got to show up proverbially Travis Hunter-ish.
Yes. We haven't heard much of him or Shaheem for the last 3 or 4 possessions. So.
There's a flag on the field here. Holding is the indication against the Pirates. That'll back them up 10 yards. So now, again, they've backed up again. Second down, 22 yards for the first down upcoming. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls to his right, under duress, reverses field, goes out to the left, looking long, still has his feet up, eyes up field, and has run out of bounds inside of the 20, just at the 20-yard line. So minimal pickup there, about 3 yards. It'll still be third down and a long way to go here when we come back, as the defensive backs were on point for the Patriots at that time.
Yeah, I think they learned from how he ended the first quarter to contain him a little bit different, watch the edges.
Don't know if they deployed a spy on him or not, but he was running there and running. He was channeling his inner Forrest Gump as he was just running. There's the snap. There's some motion on the interior offensive line for the Pirates. Number 50, just didn't hold his water. And Will McCullough, and so that's another 5-yard mark off. So the Pirates have found themselves going backwards here. They've got to get out to the 38-yard line for this line to gain, and they're starting at the 15. So that's an 18-yard pickup here on 3rd down. A few downs to get it. Quarterback again scrambles. He's being chased. He's still on his feet. Looks for running room. He heads out to the left side across the 30, nearly 35. Delivers the blow out there to the DB. Jumps up and heads to the sideline. That was a crash, an epic crash there with the quarterback walking away and standing in the gap there. Pick up about 14 yards on the play.
He almost got all of it.
Got 4th and 4 upcoming, and he's still on the field. The offense stays on the field for Coach Alexander as they believe they can fly. You see what I did there?
Yes.
Okay. And the snap comes. They're not faking this deal. They're running forward, and the defense holds as they were able to corral the would-be ball carrier and stop them short of the line to gain. So a gutsy call there in the person of Coach Alexander. With that momentum, I don't know that I would have done it. I might have punted the ball away and
let my defense do what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Play the field position. I don't think you can afford to give the Patriots a short field. That was a call. I would have run it straight at them. I know running laterally with them is not what you want to do. These guys do have great speed from their linebackers and their corners and safeties.
So the defense finds themselves with their heels against the inline, proverbially speaking, as the Patriots take the ball to the 35-yard line on another razzle-dazzle end-around play, looking for running room, and the tackler sheds a block there nicely. Number 3, the defender for the Pirates, Michael Exum, and he snuffs that out for just a minimal gain. Again, an end around or reverse play on 1st down in the last 2 drives has only garnered minimal yards,
yes.
4 yards. So the Pirates have this team schemed pretty well here, and that's true to form as was mentioned by Coach Greg Johnson. As we know each other, we've done this before. As a flag comes out on the sideline here, on the Patriot sideline, and it appears that someone that was in the 3-yard belt, and there's another sideline warning, and this is a yardage penalty will be marked off, as this is the first yardage penalty, which will be 5 yards. The next one will go to 10 yards, and then 15 yards thereafter.
Wow.
So someone didn't get the memo to get out of the white belt, and the line judge, in the person of James Ferris, put the hecky on the ground. So now, when I officiated, where the side of the field you started on, as a wingman, you stayed there. Now in high school football, you switch from half to half. That's the same thing that's done in the high school and college and pro ranks too.
Right.
On a fumbled snap that did not get to the quarterback, the upback, number 7 for the Patriots,
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight, DeJuan Knight, picks that up, scoops, and gets all he can out of it, gets what he could out of it. Still a long way to go. It's 3rd, about 13 yards for the Patriots. So the defense now, I guess Coach Alexander knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
This defense is playing well. He shut down this high-powered offense to this point.
Yeah.
And so the gamble he took on 4th down, we'll see after this down if it paid off or not. As quarterback looks left, throws left, has a man out there in the flat, completed, but it's short of the line of gain, and he's driven backwards with a host of Pirates there close in tow. And so that was just stick management for the Pirates there, as the Patriots were able to pick up only a few yards, now make it 3rd down and about 7, 3rd down, 7. And so the Patriots now will have to make some decisions as to what they will do next here on this 4th down play. The offense stays on the field. Quarterback number 11, Shyam Johnson, in the backfield, walks in with the play, gives us information, a single back in the backfield. He looks left, throws left. That ball's complete in the flat. However, the defense rises to the occasion, and just like I said, Coach Alexander knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that was an odd play. I mean, I know Shaheem has got an arm and he's well touted about his arm, but he threw it to the long side of the field there, which gave the, an already impressive defense an opportunity in time to react to it. And they were there as soon as the ball was there.
Yeah, it's just like I said, Coach Alexander knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way he drew it up.
Well, that's why I'm sitting here with you, and because I would have planted the ball.
I would have planted the ball too.
But hey, kudos to the defense. The
Oh my God. So I've known Willis Alexander for a long time. We've in the form of coaching and in the realm of officiating, and just in general being around him. I mean, I know his mindset is always press the gas and never hit the brakes.
Right.
And so he's bringing that type of mentality to the PC Pirates, Putnam City Pirates, as he did here in rebuilding this PC West team in the 1 year that he spent here. But if you go back in his history, he spent 4 years at Mount St. Mary's, and that was a good program that he had over there up until another opportunity here to step into the 6A world presented itself. And so he jumped at that. But you look at his body of work in Class 4A football in the state of Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City Public Schools as a head coach there with Oklahoma City Douglas, taking them to the state championship, winning the ring and falling short 1 year, one other time in the time that he was there. And he took over for the coach that coached him, Coach Stanford White. So he followed in those footsteps. And so there's a long lineage of Trojan history in him, being a Trojan himself, a Langston Line, and now imparting all of this wisdom into players that have come up under him. And so our hats off to Coach Alexander as the Pirates take the ball and rip up the middle on a nice scamper that's going to garner about a little over 10 yards. And it's good enough for a 1st and 10. There's the Pirates now look to go faster and catch the Patriots sleeping. And they call the same play again. Number 2 gets to the outside looking for running room. He's tracked down there. There's a flag thrown from the wingman there, as we potentially could have a holding penalty or a face mask. Not sure which, but it looks like the Patriots are celebrating. I believe this is going to be a holding penalty that's going to bring that ball back. Yep, that's just, man, I'm leaving here immediately and going to the casino. Because I got that one right too.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I'm just stymied at what I'm seeing out of the Pirates right now. They're starting to pick up their momentum, but they're the ones that are holding themselves back with these little mistakes and things.
So a 10-yard penalty, spot foul, mark it back from the spot of the foul, will be 1st and 13 after the 10-yard mark out. Quarterback looks left, he's under pressure, spins away, up the middle, hit again and taken down. So it's going to be a loss or no gain on that play, as the Patriot defense has kind of figured out the next move, as a long developing route didn't come to fruition, and the front linemen of the defense were able to get in and put the quarterback on his back.
I thought they would keep running straight at the tackles. They did their first 2 plays of succession on this drive were running straight through the tackles, right between the tackles. And
draw them in, spread them out.
Yeah.
Draw them in.
Yes.
So they've been keeping them keeping them off balance with their next maneuver. And here the quarterback again scrambles, throws the ball out, nearly caught as he was under severe duress. That's one thing to be under duress.
Yes.
But severe duress there. That pass falls incomplete, and so that'll bring up, by my calculations,
3rd down should be.
3rd down. 3rd down, 13 upcoming for the Pirates with 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go here at Patriot Stadium. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Max on the call tonight here on this Battle of the Putnams Part 2, as there will be one more opportunity as the ball goes around the left side and the flag is thrown there by the umpire, who's in the backfield, typically indicating that will be a holding. The preliminary indication from Kevin Akins is holding. That penalty is declined as the defense stiffens and holds the Pirates short of the line of game. It is 4th down and 11 upcoming. as the Pirates now will make another decision as to whether or not to, should I stay or should I go? As these
And there we go.
special teams comes in from the punter. Number 41 for the Pirates is Carlos Yanis. Mr. Yanis has handled all the kicking details or duties tonight for the Patriots and done a great job of that. It's not often that in a high school kicking game that you find kickers who are as good as these guys have been tonight. Very consistent. Has a high snap, he guides the ball up there and gets off the kick. It bounces inside of the 45 and enrolls at the 35, inside of the 35 as the ball carrier, the would-be receiver, fakes at the ball. Michael Ford causing the Pirates to kill it and roll it dead at the 34-yard line.
That's a nice punt considering where it was.
So flipping the field here and giving the Patriots a longer road to go, which I thought should have happened in the previous series, but maybe I was just one series ahead.
Well, I thought the same thing, and again, I'm stymied by the way that Putnam City is wanting to test these guys on the outside, especially on the short side of the field. They're just as fast on defense as they are on offense.
Yeah, so we got a hydration break, mandatory hydration break here halfway through, and we'll take this break with them with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining to go. You're listening to Putnam City High School Football. Title sponsors SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Right, Inc., Dwayne Doodle, Eric Ross Max. We'll be back on the other side.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And we're back here inside of Putnam City West Stadium after the break. We took longer than they did, and they were able to come out here on a first down run, the Patriots, and pick up about 7 yards. And second down and 7 upcoming for the Patriots on offense as offensive linemen are coming in, being shuffled in. Quarterback Chime Johnson tells the play to these incoming player, number 60, in the person of Evan Marney. Quarterback keeps the ball himself. He runs out across the 40-yard line, near the 45-yard line. Depends on where the officials mark him, right there at the 40-yard line, 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 4 minutes, 48 seconds here at Putnam City West Stadium with the Pirates leading the Patriots 21-14.
Yeah, just a basic RPO there by Shaheem Johnson and made the right decision, ran between right in the A gap with some patience and picked up what they gave him. And all that took a great first down.
And that's simplifying the game. Just take what they give you and go back in the huddle and start all over again. 1st and 10 as quarterback gives out the blocking assignments. Throws the ball, looks left, throws left, goes out deep. That pass is incomplete, and as the intended receiver has forced out of bounds on tight coverage there by the Pirates, number 25, in the person of Dom Williams, was step for step with the intended receiver for the Patriots, whose number I'm looking to get here as he's still getting back to his side of the ball, in the person of number 2, that's Jordan Warrior.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a perfect example of Shaheem's arm strength. Just like see that one with a little bit more air underneath it.
The ball carrier there forced out of bounds into the Patriot bench there.
Mr. Knight with the ball.
Knight, the ball carrier. Braden Knox on the stop for the Pirates. 3rd down and 5 upcoming for the Patriots, who need to get something going on offense here, as neither team has done much in the way of production here after the halftime break. So again, the Patriots now, as I look at their body language, it's telling the story here is that we didn't expect these guys to really be here with us, and how do we overcome this? Jordan Knight, the ball carrier, DeJuan Knight, I'm sorry, excuse me there. DeJuan Knight, the ball carrier, picks up about 3 yards on the play. So 4th down and 2 upcoming for the Patriots, who now have to make another decision here near half midfield. And
These are tough decisions too.
Garcia comes onto the field, and some of the faithful fans here are not liking the decision by Coach Johnson to send the punt team in.
Well, you know what that is. That's that PlayStation mentality.
Now I tell you what that is. That's the parents of the people on offense that are making that noise. So Garcia with a good foot kicks the ball down, and it bounces inside of the 5 into the end zone. So touchback, as Garcia looks at it and shakes his head in disgust as he wanted to pin them deep. And so a net of 28 yards on the punt after the touchback. So, maybe those parents might have been right.
Well, it's still not the 50-yard line if they didn't.
Absolutely.
Look, we got to let the coaches do what they do. We'll always second guess and want things to be done our way, but the coaches ultimately know what they're doing.
Well, it's not just coach; it's head coach.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Because I'm sure there was some assistant coach saying, "Coach, let's go for it." But at the end of the day, the head coach overruled all that and said, "No, we're going to punt it. We're going to let our defense go to work. Jordan, go get us a pick 6."
And that's the deal. Both defenses have been stellar tonight, except for right before the halftime.
Head off up the middle, and the ball carrier is leveled at the 20-yard line on a vicious hit.
Yes.
And some antics going on out here. There's a flop by the Patriot defender who was trying to draw a penalty on the Pirates. To no avail, as the officials were looking right at all that and had seen that before.
Yeah, laughable moment.
So about a half-yard pickup on the play, 2nd down and a long 9 to go for the Pirates here in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback looks left, throws back right, ducks under a man, still scampers, and he's caught up in a whirlpool of players.
Yes.
And goes down inside of the 20-yard line, just about the 17-yard line. So 2 minutes 8 seconds, and the Pirates again are going backwards on offense, as that has seemed to work for them tonight, though.
And maybe they'll turn it on right before the end of the quarter. Seems to be the way that they do business. So.
Well, as long as I've got more points on my side than I got on their side, I can continue to do the same things I'm doing here. On a PC night, the quarterback again scrambles, looks across the middle, throws the ball, and there's contact prematurely, and a flag thrown by the back judge, who says, "No, let's look at this thing here." The defense got there a little early. Kevin Jones, the back judge here on this crew, and that'll be a 1st down by way of penalty for the Pirates, who were able to move the ball. Again, I want to thank our officiating crew tonight, who are members of the OKC Metro Officials Association: Kevin Aiken, our referee; Jeremy Goodrich, the umpire; Randall Ross, the head linesman; James Ferris, the line judge; and Kevin Jones, the back judge. And I know sometimes we don't agree with everything the officials are saying and doing, and we often think that we know more than them. Contact the OSSA at OSSA.com, pick up your packet, get your uniform, and you too can be in the action.
That sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Fumbled on the play, picked up by the Patriots as they head into the end zone. Strike up the man, touchdown, Patriots on a fumble. A 32-yard scoop and score by the Patriot defense has them back into the ball game with 1 minute, 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play.
Well, this will be the 2nd defensive touchdown, I think, or for the Patriots.
And just like that, the Patriots look to tie the ball game. So on a fumble recovery, taking it to the end zone, and we're working to get the number of that player that scooped and scored. And so when the offense couldn't get it done, the defense comes up big again for the Patriots, as they did on last week. And Garcia's kick is up, and it's good. And with 1 minute and 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play, the Patriots draw even with their cross-time rivals, the Putnam City Pirates, here on the Battle of the Putnams on a Friday night here at Patriot Stadium. We'll take a break, come back on the other side, and give you a wrap-up of that scoring play here tonight's game of the Putnam City Public School football broadcast, brought to you by SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Light. We'll be back on the other side.
Just don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
And we're back here at Putnam City West Stadium. That score is brought to you by First Security Bank. And First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Putnam City Public School broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let the folks at First Security Bank make that dream a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC. So on a 32-yard scoop and score fumble recovery, the Patriots have drawn even with their crosstown rival, the Putnam City Pirates.
More peas to come in.
Man, still on another night of a plethora of peas here on
perpetuating throughout the night
for your pleasure. Garcia, the kicker, waiting for the whistle, and the kick goes high into the side of the 5-yard line, taken there on the run, on the fly by number that we can't see yet. There's a flag on the field, and we'll get that information here as to the ball carrier. Number 9 is the ball carrier for the returner, Vasenio Boyd, a sophomore, two-way player, 5'10", 160, as we wait the result of the flag here that is decorating the field. Tonight's officiating crew is holding during the return is a PSK enforcement. So post-scrimmage kick, if it's in advance of the return, it goes to the flag. And if it's behind the end of the run, it goes to the flag. So a whole lot of stuff, decisions here. That's PSK enforcement here. So they'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And it'll be first down and 10 yards to go from the 24-yard line.
We got to move the
for the Pirates.
There they go.
Who find themselves now all tied up. And so, partner, this is a crosstown rivalry, and there's a lot of times that you want to welcome your crosstown rival, but you don't want to give them their just due, if you will.
No gifts.
And so last week we were here, and the scoreboard said PC West Patriots and the PC North Panthers.
Right.
Well, tonight the scoreboard says the Patriots 21 and the Visitors 21. So any psychological advantage you can get over your opponent, they look to deploy that. And so that's just that another level of you're not at home anymore.
Oh, yes. That extra elbow to the rib.
There you go. So under a minute remaining before the expiration of the third quarter, as the Pirates look to stay on the ground, and the Patriots defense has come alive and start swarming the ball carrier and smothers him inside of the 20-yard line. Looks like he may lose some yardage on the play, bringing up third and double sticks as the clock continues to run.
I'm stymied here because they keep trying to outrun this defense, especially on the short side of the field here. I thought they did much better when they attacked straight ahead with them. At least picked up positive 3, 4, 5 yards at a time.
So as we're inside of 10 seconds and the play clock and the game clock are at similar numbers, I'd almost have to be cross-eyed to know the difference here. But it looks like that's going to be the expiration of the third quarter play. So the Patriots have drawn even with the Pirates with 12 more minutes to play in regulation here at a Friday night at Patriot Stadium. On tonight's broadcast, that's brought to you by our title sponsors, SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right. Sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist at SSM Health Hospitals. They have a great team to get a player back in the game from injury. So we'll take a break with them, come back on the other side, get ready for the fourth quarter of action here on a Friday night. Dwayne Doolittle, Eric Ross Max, Deshaun, Ryshawn, you, me, and everybody else here along the broadcast. We'll be back on the other side. Right back inside the stadium here as the Pirates now on offense. The quarterback looks and throws a little screen pass. That's defended nicely. Throws double pumps and goes down the field, and it's overthrown as the Pirates now on third down, don't have any success there as they try to fool the Patriots coming out for the screen play as they try to run a receiver from that side of the field to get single coverage. However, the Patriots stayed at home and snuffed that one out. That'll bring up fourth down and 13 from the 20-yard line as the Patriots, who now have drawn even, look to go back on offense to take the lead potentially here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is a dangerous time for the Putnam City Pirates because their defense has been out here working like crazy. They're doing a great job, but they're starting to spend a lot of time on the field here, more time than the offense.
And with a lot of these players going both ways, it manifests itself sometimes in mental mistakes, as we see now, delay of game penalty on the Pirates, which will take the ball back down to the 15-yard line. And so a little more pressure to get the ball out as the punter now stands on the 1-yard line and looks to get the ball to flip the field, if possibly on a nice punt that's high, end-over-end punt in the air that takes a Patriot bounce, and it's inside the 30-yard line. And so the Patriots now, with a short field, as they find themselves at the 30-yard line of the Pirates here, looking to go in and add to this score to potentially take the lead. So, partner, as you mentioned, the defense has been on the field quite a bit here in the second half, and not only have, in the form of the defense, some of these players are playing both ways, and so that's the double fatigue factor, and we'll see how they manage that as we go forward.
That's fine.
The handoff to number 7, who goes around the left side, still on his feet, rests corralled at the 15 and falls forward inside the 15 near the 13-yard line. Number 7 of the Patriots, Dewan Knight.
Well, this is his quarter. This is his time to shine. I expect to see getting a heavy dose of Mr. Dewan Knight right here in his fourth quarter. And the defense is worn out a little bit, and Dewan is primed and ready to go. Him and Shaim and the rest of their stars on the team, I expect to see big things from them.
Injured player on the field for the Pirates. We're not able to get that number just yet. However, we will work to bring that action to you as we look here as Mr. Knight, after that run, has found some swag as well as his offensive line. As we look at them now, their body language has changed totally from what it was there at halftime. Again, working to get that number of the injured player to you here on a Friday night at Putnam City West Stadium here inside of the Putnam City Schools football broadcast, as we have at CBS Sports Radio 105.3 have partnered with Putnam City Public Schools and their athletic program to bring you their games here on this format on PPBC TV. You can download the app at the Play Store and the app, Apple App Store, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I guess you can tell I'm not.
I think it's like I said, Apple Play Store or something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't either.
On the Apple Tree. The end around now, as they're running downhill, number 6 runs towards the end zone. There's a flag on the play, as now they found some success in the end around as another flag flies high into the air. And so we've got some sorting out to do here and see just what happens at the conclusion of this. And I can tell you that last flag, it almost burned up on re-injury. That somebody said something. And so that's going to cost someone 15 yards.
Wow.
Now, just to figure out who that 15-yard penalty is going to be against. And part of, if we think back to last week, we saw this PC West team be saddled with several unsporting-like conduct penalties. And I've seen now here that they've cleaned that up. I can tell you that Coach Johnson addressed that with his team, as the coaching staff, members of the coaching staff have gone to the 2-yard line to speak with one of the members of the officiating crew, as referee Kevin Aiken now makes his way to the center of the field to tell us exactly what the decision is, and we'll await that now. Holding against the Patriots, that's a spot foul. That's the first flag. Dead ball, sideline warning, Pirates. So that's the second sideline warning for the Pirates, and we'll mark both of those off. So in the order of occurrence, so we'll go back 10 from the 2, and then
5 for the
unsporting like conduct. And so now we've got a dead ball foul, and both are enforced. So we'll go in and back up 10, step up 5. It'll be first and goal for the Patriots at the 8-yard line. First and goal. Well, sit corrected. It'll be first and 5 from the 8-yard line. And the line to gain is the 3. So the Patriots can get a first down without scoring here on first and short, as they go up the middle of the field. And there's that man again, number 7, DeJuan Knight, up the middle of the field for a touchdown. Strike up the man. The Patriots have now taken the lead on an 8-yard scamper from DeJuan Knight to recapture the lead here at this Battle of the Putnams with 11:02 remaining. Just a simple hand it to him and watch him work, as he went straight up the middle on nice blocking by the interior lineman, as he went in proverbially untouched. The extra point kick is up, and it is good. 11 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the regulation, and the Patriots now lead 28-21. This touchdown is brought to you by First Security Bank. First Security Bank is a proud sponsor of Putnam City Schools broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dream a reality. First Security Bank is a member of FDIC. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our title sponsors, SSM Health, Super Prep, Guiding Rights Incorporated, with our other sponsors, Love Student of the Month, Transformation Learning Center on Northwest Expressway, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible, this broadcast possible, the opportunity for us to be here to share the sights and sounds of this Friday night under the lights in Northwest Oklahoma City, and the Battle of the Putnams, where now the Putnam City West Patriots lead with 11 minutes and 2 seconds remaining by the score of 28-21. So, partner, a short field to work with after receiving the punt at 30-yard line. Short work, a few penalties back and forth, and the Patriots find the end zone.
Yes. They were, flags were getting in their own way. Other than that, they had their way with the PC defense, which is a little bit different. But like I said, they're probably getting a little fatigued from being out there. Have some big expectations for the offense here for the Pirates.
So Garcia's kick goes out of bounds near the 1 yard line, and the Pirates will take possession at the 35-yard line. So that rule, there are several options on the play. So the first option is they can re-kick, take a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty, re-kick. They can take the ball at the spot where it goes out of bounds, or they can take it 25 yards past where it was kicked from.
Right.
And that's what brings the ball back to the 35-yard line, as we've opted to take it at the 25 yards past where it was kicked. So a lot of football rules still in my head.
That's good, though. Listen, there's a lot of people that don't get a chance to correlate between high school, college, football rules. It's all different. So the explanations are great. I appreciate them.
I've got the mind for the rules. I just don't have the body for the rules. Quarterback looks left, scrambles out of the pocket, picks up a blocker, still on his feet, and is chased down and brought down with a nice single-handed tackle. Keaton Stewart brings down Judd Kiefer on a loss of yardage there of about 9 yards. So again, the Pirates take steps backwards first and look to press the gas to go forward, as this Patriots defense is finding its own swag factor and stepping up big time, making plays here.
Well, finally, their energy is boiled over to the offense, and the offense is sharing that energy with the defense. They've been the backbone all night.
Judd Kiefer's pass intended for number 1, Elijah Asbury. It falls short, incomplete. It'll be third down, 19 yards to go at the 26-yard line. So the Patriot faithful now starting to make a little noise for the defense, as the Pirates now look to convert on this 3rd and 19. Maximum protection. The quarterback steps up in the pocket, climbs a tree, and gets caught by number 58 on a nice shoestring tackle. 58's his name is not in our roster, so we can't give him his credit here, but a nice shoestring tackle there that brings down Judd Kiefer short of the line to gain, and the defense now is rising to the occasion for the Patriots and will get the ball back to their offense here with just under 10 minutes to play in regulation here on a Friday night in Putnam City West in this Battle of the Putnams.
Yeah, it's safe to say that the defense is pinning their ears back a little bit. They've been, like I said, supporting the team all game long, responsible for a couple of scores, and so now they're pressing Putnam City.
Mr. Yatt's punt off his right foot, a nice, sits it in there just like I do my pitching wedge when I'm at the golf course, and sets up nicely there at the 35-yard line as it's down there by a member of the special teams. I'm only kidding. My pitching wedge does not look like that.
Okay.
Well, it does on the games,
Right.
Xbox. But
Okay.
not at Lincoln East or West, it doesn't. So we're glad to be along with you here on this broadcast tonight, and we thank you for tuning in. For those of you who are tuning in via YouTube or the app PPBC TV, we thank you for joining us here as we are bringing you high school football in the state of Oklahoma via the PPBC TV format. first down carry. They'll pick up about 4 yards for the Patriots, as they now have gone to their run game in the last 2 series, and it is paying dividends for them at this point. Patriots offense being slow and deliberate here as they let the time run down on the play clock now, inside of 15 seconds to snap the ball. Under 8 minutes and 50 seconds now remaining in regulation. Quarterback sends the receiver in motion, keeps the ball himself, throws the ball over the top on a push-out pass a la Patrick Mahomes, and is scooped up there on a two-handed shovel pass to number 6, Cornelius Grisby, who takes the ball out across the line of game for a 1st and 10 on a schoolyard play, if you will.
Yeah, the quarterback, Shaheen, drew the defense into him and then just flipped it over to his running back.
Improvisation at its finest there,
Yes.
as he found a way to make it happen. As you want to do anytime you're playing one of your sister schools, you want to, reign supreme, reign dominant over them. There's a lot at stake here. As this, both 2 first-year head coaches, another end-around play here, and the ball carrier, number 5, is Michael Ford, and he didn't wait for the defense. He went to the defense in the form of number 22, Caden Hadlid. Caden Hadlid. You say that 3 times fast.
No.
On the fly.
No, not at all. Unless he's running the other way for a touchdown, then I'll have to.
Another first down run by the Patriots, who again, slow and deliberate. The last 2 snaps have come in under around 10 seconds on the play clock. And they're looking again to go back to the end around, as they figured something out there, as the ball carrier again is number 5, Michael Ford, as they've gone back to back to the razzle-dazzle play on a nice inside trap block by the wideout that has sprung his ball carrier down the field.
Yeah, the wide receiver been doing a really good job on these running plays of pushing their defenders off the ball.
Coach Alexander not happy about what he's seeing here and has requested a timeout to talk to his defense. And so sometimes fatigue causes you to miss assignments. The defense now has been on the field for quite a few plays in this second half, and the Patriot offense is pushing the gas and coming up with the razzle-dazzle plays, and so simple assignments are being missed. And so Coach Willis Alexander calls the timeout to give his troops rally to say, hey, listen, guys, we're better than this. Let's play assignment football on defense. Read your keys, sit, read, react, and get the job done.
Yeah, and most of all, they probably needed a breather. I don't know what the temperature is down on the field, but it's it was warm when the game started, so their energy levels may be being taxed right now. So they probably needed as much of a breather as they did a talking to. They've been very aggressive all day.
Yeah, sometimes just the opportunity to say, hey guys, what are you thinking? What are you seeing? What are you doing? I mean, we're better than this. And sometimes just look into their eyes
Right.
and say, do you want this? And are you serious right now? I mean, a number of questions can come up, and they don't always come this calmly.
No.
I might add.
No.
As I can remember participating in sports, sometimes the calm coach is not calm when you come over there. You don't necessarily want to be there. Same look, different result here as number 7, Knight, takes the ball up the middle, and so the decoy motion caused the defense to have to react to that, which left the middle of the field open, and Ford was able to capitalize and make a first down. Knight was able to capitalize and make that a first down run.
Well, the A-gap block protection and the blocking scheme has been working all night for both teams. This time, the Knight and Ford, they're fresh. They're ready for this. This is their quarter to do what they do.
Quarterback Johnson tells his team just to calm down, guys, we got this. And the Pirate defense now has seen enough of this and has come up now to stop Knight for minimal gain. On the stop, number 22 for the Pirates is Caden Hadlid. So pick up about 3 yards, make it long 2, short 3. Second down, and about 8 to go for the Patriots here with 6.5 minutes remaining in regulation, where the Pirates trail the Patriots 28-21.
And they can't afford to let these guys get even in field goal range. They do have a very capable kicker. Both teams do.
Quarterback calls his own number here to the left side of the field. Read nicely there by the defense, and a minimal pickup. Quarterback was cautious and aware to stay in bounds to keep the clock running. And so, sometimes we're critical of the officiating crew, and they are just as human as you and I are. But if I grade this crew out tonight, they've done a great job of getting the things they needed to get, staying out of the way, not impacting the flow of the game, and just complementing this rivalry that is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they've done a super job. We really haven't. There's been, ample penalties, but really hasn't been something that the officials have affected.
Yeah, a nice open field tackle there by number 8 Trip Alexander, who led the way for the Pirates, stopping the ball carrier there short of the line of game. It'll be 4th down. And so Coach Craig Johnson has some decisions to make here. Do we go for it?
I'd kick the field goal. So, given the kickers that they have, the way that their defense has been playing, they could do either way, but I would kick the field goal.
So if you kick it and miss it, the ball goes to the 20-yard line. If you don't get it, they're going to get the ball at the 23-yard line, or wherever they tackle you short of the line of game. And so I'm of the mindset to go with Coach Johnson here and go for it, because I don't gain much from missing a field goal versus not being able to capitalize on this play. But before that happens, the timeout's been taken by Coach Johnson here. We'll take it with them, come back on the other side, and see what the decision is here. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in regulation at Patriots Stadium tonight, where the Patriots lead the Putnam City Pirates 28-21. We'll be back on the other side of this break.
Right. I know that.
And so we're back here. Eric Ross and Max and we're having discussions about whether or not to kick it or run it, and the advantages are minuscule. So if they don't make the line to gain, the ball will be dead where it is. If they kick the ball, as the quarterback now is under tremendous pressure, throws the ball out, heaves it out, incomplete, and the defense holds as the quarterback Johnson is leveled out in the open field, and the Pirates bend but don't break. Yeah, he was met out there pretty intensely, and so the ball goes over to the Pirates at the previous spot here, which will be at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Pirates.
Yeah, he's walking off under his own power, but gingerly.
That's not he's not feeling the same as he's felt before that play. Let me just say it that way. Bumps and bruises. And speaking of bumps and bruises, I'd like to thank our title sponsors, SSM Health. Sometimes players need to get back in the game. SSM Health is available to get your player back. SSM Health at St. Anthony Hospitals. Flag on the play, offsides on the defense, so that'll help the Pirates' cause here at 4 minutes and 36 seconds. And so when I was officiating, I'm reading the T cards here. I know with 4 minutes and 36 seconds, we could be looking at the dreaded
overtime.
You said it, didn't you? You said it.
Well, given the way these teams are, if it comes down to that, I can almost see one of them going for 2 points.
Well, yeah.
They didn't even start the clock.
So 1st and 5, pass is incomplete. 2nd down 5 as the Patriots loaded in the middle of the box and sent the full house
And
there
the
on
clock is
blitz.
not moving.
Incomplete pass, so we will stop there, but it never did start, so they got a free play out of that. Quarterback takes the snap, looks over the top, throws the ball, and just like that, it's picked off. The ball hawker, number 5, Michael Ford, with the interception for the Patriots, and shuts down the Pirate drive as the pass was just a little bit out of reach for the offensive player.
Yeah.
And the turnover bug has bitten the Pirates here now, who are looking to get back into the game and extend the game, if you will,
Yes.
for their cause. However, still a lot of time left to play. 4 minutes 26 seconds remaining, and the Patriots still have to do something with the ball, as the Pirates have 2 timeouts remaining also, and judicious use of them would be advised. So look for a running game here as the quarterback Johnson comes back out after the last hit he took on that pass play. He's able to answer the bell and hands the ball off to Knight, who's looking for running room, still on his feet, dances around, picks up a few yards on the play, maybe about 3-yard pickup, short 4.
And that's all they're looking for. I mean, like we said earlier, they just need to pick up 3-4 yards here, and whatever else the defense will give them. But, to note, more importantly, the defense is right back out there. They were gassed a little bit earlier, and they're right back here.
Yeah. And to your point, make it 3rd and manageable. Keep it manageable. And what I've noticed with the Pirates is they've had long distances to go, which puts them in almost predictable situations. And so the defense is able to peel their ears back as we see the reverse play again here, run by number 6 this time, and that's Cornelius Grisby.
Got a flag on the play.
The trap blocks were going there, and as you said, a flag on the play. And so this time the Pirates had that sniffed out and were able to get some help from the officiating crew here as the ball of blockers someone reached and grabbed. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. We'll repeat the 2nd down. And more importantly, for the Patriots, they get to run another play to take more time off of the clock.
And all in likelihood, the play, the holding was not necessary, or they were just out of position or whatever. But I mean, nevertheless, these are good plays that they're running. They definitely didn't need this penalty. But this doesn't help the Pirates either. The way that the Patriots have been able to run the clock, move the ball. We'll see if they can get a stop here.
High snap, quarterback able to bring it down and hands the ball off to number 7, who's met immediately in the backfield. Knight, met by number 8. It's the coach's son, Trip Alexander. He's been all over the place for the Knights, for the Pirates tonight. He's done everything that he's needed to do to help his team be successful. He was able to shut that play down there on that sideline. So 3rd down upcoming as the Patriots now are milling around the offensive coordinator to get the play in, and no sense of urgency here for them as they're looking to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can here to limit any opportunities for the Pirates to be able to sustain a drive.
Well, this is an important 3rd down for these guys.
Jet motion sweep here around the left side. Looks to turn the corner, gets turned, and gets out of bounds.
He picked up the 1st down, looks like.
Now, it's going to be short of the 1st down as he had 2 sticks to go, unable to get there, and did go out of bounds to stop the clock. Importantly for the Pirates, as 4th down will be upcoming.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong stick. He got the 1st stick.
You were looking at the orange one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You should have been looking at the orange one.
Yeah,
the other orange one. So the Pirates defense holds and gives their offense another opportunity here, but this is going to be an air raid attack, so they won't be able to sustain a long drive here unless they have some fortunate find themselves in a fortunate situation here with the runs and break tackles. And so the ball bounces out to near the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates with 2.5 minutes left to go. So quarterback Judd Kiefer will have to channel his inner Tom Brady and Peyton Manning here to give his team a chance to force an overtime.
And that's where the big thing is. You definitely said that one correctly. Mr. Kiefer's shown us what he can do. He needs to. We need to see him exercise some patience during his drive and command this thing a little bit better. It's not obviously all on him, but it is ultimately all on him. He's the guy who's touching the ball, so let's see him do some things.
So we know that he's earlier channeled his inner Lamar Jackson and was able to scamper all over the football field. This pass off the fingertips of several players falls incomplete as he looked for the middle seam route on a shallow cross, and it's incomplete. So happy feet, little happy feet there by the quarterback, overthrows his man there. Saw the opening, the opportunity to get it in there and wanted to force it in between the defenders, and it was unsuccessful. So 2nd down 10 upcoming here for the Pirates as the Patriots show a blitz look to get him off his point there, and the pass is complete to number 10, who drags a defender out across the line of gain, Davian Taylor. And he takes the ball out across the 32-yard line, which will result in the 1st and 10 for the Pirates as the clock now starts to move again. Just at 2:10 remaining in regulation here.
Well, they've got to approach this the way that they're doing it. I mean, how do you eat a whale? Hunks, chunks, and bites. I thought that, they need to little by little. The longer plays right now they can't count on, unfortunately. Like I said, there's been some drop balls, there's been some errant passes under pressure, all these different things. But when they go and you try to bite it little by little, they can get it done.
Judd Kiefer's pass incomplete, just off the fingertips of the intended receiver. It'll bring 2nd down. And that's not a bad play because it stops the clock, give you an opportunity to reset the offense. Kiefer's pass again across the middle on a shallow cross, I should say. Just a little long there as he tried to feed it in front of the safety, drop it into the basket. Incomplete, intended for number 1, which is Elijah Asbury, incomplete. So the Pirates now look to reset the offense, shifting players around, moving the X. Judd gives another information to his wideout, wants to send him in motion, and he gets him set. 3 seconds on the play clock, snaps, under pressure here, scrambles to the right, throws the ball to the sideline, and it's caught just past the line to gain, and that's going to be another 1st down as nifty footwork there by the receiver, number 10, Davian Taylor.
And so stops the clock for the ball being out of bounds. So got both feet down, 1 foot down, got everything down that he needed to get down, and caught the ball and went out of bounds with it. A nice play design and execution. Quarterback now slides down, and he gets hit there as he takes the slide. So again, the clock will stop after the pickup of about 7 yards. We'll add another 15 yards to that on a personal foul penalty. So that play picks up 22 yards. So minimal stakes here, starting to stack up against the Patriots, and are allowing the Pirates to just matriculate down the field, as you said, in hunks and chunks. Yes, I mean that's the way you got to eat this whale. I mean, there was a lot of green in front of them, and I thought them trying to go 20-yard, 30-yard passes is just a little too much. This is working for them.
So in 55 seconds, they've gone from the 20-yard line to the 38-yard line. Judd again throws a pass, complete out there to number 1, was still on his feet, looking to turn the corner, run out of bounds inside of the 20-yard line. And so just like that, they're in the red zone. There's no give up in these Pirates. And there's still 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining on the clock. So,
And
hunks
yes.
and chunks.
Yeah. Now it's time to take that bite. And that's what they're looking to do.
So the offense again looks, quarterback looks to the right, rolls to the right, running out of real estate, throws the ball into the end zone, nearly complete, just over the head of the intended receiver, number 9, Vacinio Boyd. And it stops the clock. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining here, where the Patriots are looking to keep the Pirates from
tying it up.
tying the game up. I was looking for some fancy way to say that. You know, words escaped me, and just like shirts on pocket, my partner was there to come through and clean that up. Second down at 10 for me here for the Pirates. 8 seconds on the play clock as the Patriot faithful are employing their defense. And the pass goes to the end zone, overthrown, and the closest receiver there was a Patriot. So a good throwaway here. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining. It's third down.
I don't personally get the play calling. I see what they're trying to do, but they're, you know, you shorten the field here, so this electrifying defense with all this energy and speed, you have to be very careful down here in the red zone. They're in the red zone.
So did you say you didn't see what they're trying to do? They're trying to score, partner.
It's dangerous down there.
Oh yeah, it is.
The way they throw that ball.
They're spreading the field because they think that gives them the best choice at it. And the pass is thrown complete inside of the 15-yard line. They're at about the 12, and that's going to be short of the line to gain, but it makes it a manageable fourth down attempt here, as it's fourth down and about 4.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Going back to what you were saying before, those two plays that they did earlier, that's what they should have been doing here. So, you know, if you have a fourth down situation, you're much closer to the goal line.
So we'll see what happens here, and there's a false start. So now it's fourth down and 9, and that changes things quite a bit.
I was surprised. Were you not surprised that they didn't call a timeout there?
Well, they did get one here, but I don't know if they got it before the offside penalty. So the home crowd rising to the occasion and helping out the defense here. So 58.8 seconds remaining here on a Friday night at Patriot Stadium here on the Battle of the Putnams, Putnam City West, Putnam City Original. Tonight, if the Patriots prevail in the Putnam Bowl, they will be crowned the Putnam City champions as they defeated the Putnam City North Panthers on last weekend. So we said all that to say this. It all comes down to this.
Yes, it does.
This will be for one fall of remaining TV time for my Mid-South fans.
There you go.
I'm channeling my Skandor Akbar days of old.
Man. Yeah.
Kamala, the Ugandan warrior, and Mr. Von Erichs, and Mr. Wrestling number 2.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yes, so I know that you know the era that I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
So after the timeout, we're back. It's 58.8 seconds remaining, but that means nothing if the Pirates cannot eke out 10.5 yards here to extend this or get the ball into the end zone. The Patriots employ some defense, and the pass is thrown high across the middle. It's broken up, tipped after the offense and broken up, and the pass falls to the ground, and the defense holds, and the Patriots will take over the ball at the 19-yard line.
More importantly, there's no flags on the play.
No handkerchiefs, as the Pirates now start to celebrate as they can feel the victory. And we see the Patriot fans or Pirate fans start to leave here as they can sense that it's over with here, as they fought valiantly and just came up a bit short here down the stretch.
Yeah.
And so that penalty is huge because now it brings in a whole different play instead of it limited your playbook because now you're not going to run for 9 yards when before you could run or pass for 4 yards here as the Patriots go to victory formation and the clock has not started.
And as we know, hey, when you get down to these short fields, the windows and everything are much tighter. They're not defending 30, 40 yards, only defending about 20 yards here.
Small box here as Coach Alexander takes his last time out here to bring his guys over and say, hey, listen, it's a long season. It's a long season. Let's not do anything to cost ourselves a penalty or suspension or anything like that. Let's finish with class. Let's be classy. They beat us. We were very competitive. We didn't lose tonight. We learned.
Right.
And that's what we know about this thing. So
I think they found out a lot about themselves, judging from some of the scores they had the previous couple of games, or lack thereof. They were able to score when they wanted to. They were able to move the ball when they were determined, and they've got the horses to do it.
Yeah, so this is not an 0-3 ball team. They're better than that. They've got some here as they go into the non-conference, non-district play here. These first 3 games, they've taken it on the chin here for the last 3 weeks. But they've learned some stuff about themselves. Coach Alexander in his first year here at PC is instilling a mentality, a brand, some toughness, all of that. It's the same thing he's done here at PC West, as they will be the victor here tonight as the clock now runs, and we'll have one more kneel down after this play. I believe that's going to do it as the play clock has not started yet, as the game clock continues to run.
Yeah, I believe they're going to let that go.
And so that referee, Kevin Aiken, says, no, we're not going to run anything anymore. Coach Alexander, I'm sure, with class, has said, hey guys, just run the clock. We know where we are. We know what's happened here. We accepted our fate. But we went down fighting.
Yes.
We went down fighting.
They literally did. I mean, like I said, for them to get the movement that they got, just a couple of errant plays, a couple of play calls that were maybe, I don't know if it was execution or whatever, that were a little errant, but nevertheless, they fought to the end. And kudos to Putnam City. They've got a little monster over there, and their defense is the truth. They just can't stay on that field that long.
And they're a young team, so they've got some components over there. They're going to get better as the season goes along. They got some tough games down the road, though, in District 6A,
yeah.
too.
I was looking at that schedule.
Yeah, they've got some tough games down the road, nonetheless. But they'll be better for it in the end as the teams go to the opposite ends of the end zone here and not taking the celebratory handshake that's been customary here. And I'm sorry to see that hasn't impacted our game as though it is. So tonight the PC West Patriots prevail over the PC Pirates, and next week the PC West Patriots will travel to Tahlequah and take on a tough Tahlequah team there next week. Well, they got a week off, so 9/22 they travel to
their next game. Yeah, you're right.
And the Pirates now will be off next week as they played during 0 week, as both teams participated during 0 week, so that gets them an extra week to prepare for district play. And the Pirates take on the Lawton Wolverines at PC Stadium on 9/22. So a week off for these teams to right the ship, if you will.
Let it sink in.
Let some lessons be learned. Heal up some men, some bruised egos, bruised bodies.
Yes.
Evaluate some tape, move players around, go from there, and figure out what comes next for each of these teams.
Yeah.
So, partner, we got a tough night tonight. We've got to pick a player of the game and see how we come up with that. We'll get that done for you as the Putnam City Band now prepares to take the field for Postgame, a post-game performance. We'll take a break, come back on this other side with the player of the game, and wrap up our show here from Putnam City West Stadium. You're listening to Putnam City School Football on PPBC TV here at CBS Sports Radio 105.3. Our title sponsors are SSM Health, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Inc. We'll be back on the other side with more information.
For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
So welcome back inside of the stadium here, the field house at Putnam City West Stadium. Tonight's post-game sponsor is SSM Health Hospitals. SSM Health Hospitals are a proud sponsor of Putnam City Schools broadcasts. Sometimes after a long, hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist at SSM Health Hospitals has a great team to get a player back into the game. And so, partner, we've got to name our player of the game. And the player of the game is brought to you by Big O's Pork and Dreams and Super Prep. The player of the game is brought to you by those two entities. And Big O's is home of the Big Nasty Tater. You gotta give me one of them taters. Have you heard the commercial?
Yeah, I keep hearing about it. I have got one.
They have two locations to serve you, one in Edmond and one in Midwest City. So stop by Big O's Pork and Dreams for lunch or dinner. and Big O will make all your dreams come true. So tonight, on a night when defense was the theme, we came in expecting offense,
Right.
and we put up some points tonight. But when the defense needed to be there on both sides of the ball, both teams, I should say, they were there. And so tonight, our players of the games are
The defense
for
for the not the Pirates. No,
the Patriots.
the Patriots. All these
Defense.
teams. Yeah, the Patriot defense. They stood up. Both sides of both teams did, but for the winning team, the Patriots defense was phenomenal. They showed up all game long. They got stronger. They set their team up for success. They scooping the score on the fumble was a big thing that got them back in the game and changed the momentum. And as far as the game is concerned, the defense held the offense and the whole team. They carried them all night.
Keith Stewart led the defense tonight, and we also had Mr. Knight and Mr. Ford playing defense. Ford had a major breakup and an interception there across the middle. So tonight the defense reigns supreme for the Patriots as they prevail here in the Battle of the Putnams, and they are the Putnam City champs in football for 2023-2024. So, partner, it's been great talking to you tonight.
Fantastic.
We'll do this all again tomorrow, different location, different venue.
Yes.
As we'll be at the Soul Bowl tomorrow featuring Millwood and Douglas. Looking for a great game there at L.W. Good Stadium at Millwood High School. We'll be there with the call on 92.1 Heart and Soul, AM 1140, and on the PPBC TV app, streaming as well. So we'll have both of those formats. Hopefully you can join us for some more high school football on a Saturday mid-afternoon.
Yes. And
So for
walk of the day, it should be some fun, man.
I'm looking forward to it. So for Bryce Sean and Deshaun here in stadium with us, bringing you the sights and sound and producing from my man Eric Ross Max, I'm Dwayne Doolittle. You've been listening to the CBS Sports Game of the Week here on Putnam City Schools broadcast on PPBC TV. We'll see you next time on the radio and on the stream. Good night and have a good night, everybody.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 North